Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man. It's good there.
One nation
Yeah, I think we're good now.
under
That's
a
fine.
roof,
Ready?
Getting down just
for
the funk of it. Hey. Nothing can stop us now.
Hi.
I gotta dig for some energy. All right, let's go.
I was trying to put
Episode
music on, but I couldn't find the wire.
Come on, man.
through the wire. Episode 117.
What is that?
It's a clip.
For
Sex.
Yes,
Ooh, it's
exactly.
lit.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Yeah.
In the basement, we have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Hey guys, hola.
What's up, people?
¿Cómo estás?
Wagwan,
¿Estás
wagwan.
bien? ¿Y tú?
Mm-hmm.
How you guys doing in this nasty, sticky,
It's
humidity?
muggy. Yuck.
I hate this kind of shit. Oh, let me get rid of my gum. Look at me.
Yeah, it was super,
Chew your gum,
super
King.
muggy today, but otherwise it's been like really good weather. I've been enjoying
Yes.
the weather.
What did Goya do?
I don't know.
Goya?
Yeah, I keep saying the
Like Goya?
boycott Goya.
His wife posted it.
Then she
What?
must mean it.
Yeah.
Oh, she looked it up too. She didn't say nothing to me.
It just happened, so maybe she's still texting.
Ah, okay.
This is breaking news.
This is
This is
breaking
very
news.
important because I throw that fucking season I
Adobo?
got at home right away. Hell yeah. Fuck them niggas. What they did.
Wow.
Don't throw it away, because now you act like the wife would have burned the Nikes. You already paid for it. Just don't buy
I
more.
just don't want to see it.
Rip the label off, but you've already paid for it. You're not hurting no one but
I
yourself.
think mom's bought it. So
It's already been paid for. She
Oh,
went to
fine.
Armando's and she bought it.
she did buy it from Armando's.
Oh, okay.
Darren, you got it?
Yeah. So at least this headline that came up 7 minutes ago says, boycott Goya foods after CEO praises President Trump.
Praise them for what exactly?
Let's see. I'm not really good at reading this. So Jen, you read this.
It's mad words, though.
Yeah, we just need like a brief.
That's an interesting way to start. All right.
Yeah, right? Shit.
Twitter-
Breaking news.
Twitter users are calling for boycott of Goya Foods, a brand most known for its Hispanic staple food offerings, after the CEO of the company lavished praise on President Trump during a Thursday visit to the White House.
Oh, God.
Yeesh.
He went there. Okay.
Went there. Robert Unenu, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, chief executive of the family-owned operation since 2004, said that the country was blessed to have Trump at the helm during remarks following a roundtable with Hispanic business and political leaders from across the country.
Wow.
We're all truly blessed at the time to have a leader like President Trump, who is a builder.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Builder.
We have an incredible builder, and we pray. We pray for our leadership, our president, and we pray for our country that we will continue to prosper and to grow. He also announced a plan, along with some partners, to donate 1 million cans of Goya chickpeas and 1 million pounds of food to food banks. If you don't really know how to cook, what you gonna do with chickpeas?
Not a nan, not a nothing.
Like, if you hand me a can of chickpeas right now, I'm just gonna look at you like,
Well, I turn it into hummus.
oh.
Yeah.
Chickpea
Would you eat it
hummus.
with chips?
Not right now, but I would eat it with celery.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Trump has maintained a tenuous
I'm
relationship
sorry for you.
with much of
My
the
heart aches for you and your
yeah,
celery.
my heart and my taste buds.
Right.
With much of the Hispanic community since his first campaign speech for presidency, in which he described Mexican immigrants as rapists and criminals.
God damn.
Unanu, a third-generation Spanish American, after
They keep saying Spanish, but where's he from? Like,
when you get to third generation, you're just American, no?
well, that's what I be
That's
talking
what you be
about.
saying.
Like, because we're American, but if his grandmama is Mexican,
That's second generation.
oh yeah, that's right.
It's
If
his
his great grandmother was,
great-grandmother.
so he don't care enough at that point. But still, so what do you just don't care about anybody else that looks like you? Anyways,
But at that point, they should just call him American. They shouldn't call him third generation.
that's the problem with this country.
yeah.
That's why they. Good. I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood.
Unanu, a third generation Spanish American, enraged
Third
many.
generation, 10th generation. The fuck?
It's
This
almost like
country's crazy.
Octoroon. Like,
Right.
what the fuck? Enraged many with his remarks, including some high-profile Democrats who also signaled that they would no longer support Goya's products. Oh, look, it's the sound of me Googling how to make your own adobo. AOC wrote in a tweet on Thursday
Oh, she's dope.
evening, referencing the popular season. So, yeah.
So, wow.
Goy. One of the hashtags is Goy away.
Go away. Go away.
Go away.
So, and that's interesting because they have aisles. They have Goya aisles of shit.
But we talked about it when I said I went to the Stop and Shop in Lincoln, which is very predominantly white area, and the supermarket had
Oh,
the loudspeaker with how to make coquito and how all the ingredients are in the Goya aisle. And I was in the store like, the fuck is going on over here?
oh man, they can't gentrify coquito.
Coquito.
Coquifo. So, how do we feel about Mr. Goya?
It's been fuck Goya anyway, so. Yeah.
Since when? What happened? What I missed it?
I never knew there was a fuck.
I mean, it's not really fuck Goya, but it's not.
Fuck Goya.
It's like whatever.
Not the end all be all for what I make, at least.
Right, right.
I don't go out of my way for it.
Yeah, Goya aisle's like, I get that yellow rice there. That's about it.
Yeah, that don't be it.
That's it, right?
right.
2 cups of water, some oil. Throw that shit in there.
She.
That's about it, though. I'll just make some white rice. Fuck that. Or black rice. I don't know.
Very, very simple change for me.
How long do we think it's going to take before he walks back those comments, or you think he's staying with that?
It depends what the Hispanic community is.
I don't know if it matters to him. Because for him to say all of that shit,
I don't think, like I'm saying, how for what we cook, we don't depend on Goya. I don't think true Hispanics depend on Goya either. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to cook their food because it's their food. I feel like it's other people who use Goya more than Hispanics.
I can see that.
yeah, and probably like maybe they have to find an alternate brand for the beans and shit. Which that can get a little dicey.
That'd be difficult.
That can get a little dicey. Put that a little closer to your face, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Shit.
You little touch your nose a little bit.
All right, Joe.
I'm back. Here I am.
She's alive.
This is what we want to have.
Oh man.
He strikes me as one of those guys who would say things like, "Well, I'm not black."
Who would? Oh, the guy?
Yeah, that's what he strikes me as. Like somebody who's like, "No, I'm not black. I'm Spanish."
Yeah.
There's a lot
not
of
black.
people who are non-white who support Trump, and I think it's just a matter of, as you were saying, how your mom, she's not from here, so she doesn't really know racism the way people who are from here know it. I feel like there's a lot of foreigners who it's not really their nature to know what that is.
Yeah.
So to them, it's just like, oh, this is a guy. He's a businessman.
Yep.
He's doing all these great things, and he's president, and he's exciting, and he's whatever. And they don't see how the underlying things he does is problematic.
Right. Yeah, no, it's very true. And I was watching the documentary that I had talked about the other day.
Invisible.
Yeah, hold on, I want to get the name right.
While you're getting the name right, Bim, you didn't answer my question. Is my hair crazy? Because I drove over here, with my windows open, and
I'm just
you would
one
have
of those.
you would have me all on camera looking like,
babe.
who did it
look,
and run?
Look, listen.
What?
People watch
I don't like that.
to see us just talk. They don't care what we look. I wear a white shirt every day.
I wear a black shirt every day.
See,
It's not the point.
it don't matter.
It's not the point.
Darren don't lotion. It don't matter.
You say he don't lotion?
He don't. Ask him.
Darren,
I
do
put
you
lotion on just before you guys came. Let me make sure my angles look all right.
They look good.
Thank you.
Your shoes look nice.
Oh, they do.
Thank you.
The joints.
Yeah.
All right. So, sorry.
Back to the important things.
The documentary Invisible Portraits by, so her name is tough to say. I don't know if she's Nigerian, but Ogi Egbonu.
That was
I
good.
think.
That was good.
But if you're on social media, you can look at my Instagram post, and I have it there. Or you can also search for it on Vimeo.
Vimeo.
It's available on there to rent or purchase. I purchased it. I plan on showing it to anybody that's willing to watch. But
That's what she said.
shut up. It it touches on what you talked about, because first generation, second generation,
It's so difficult.
all the trauma and whatnot that was put on descendants of slaves in this country, we don't feel that directly, and it's not like we're not born into a certain mentality. So the documentary, which is why I'm a little goofy, but I'm not in a goofy mood today, because I watched it today, and probably not a good idea for pod day. But oh man, it's heavy, but it's necessary. And she did a beautiful, beautiful job putting it together. It's beautifully filmed. The people on it did awesome. And I think everybody should check it out. Darren, your daughters, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Very, very dope. But yeah, it's it's something that he probably doesn't feel connected to the struggle of, if he's Mexican Americans and what they dealt with. So again, you just see a guy and it's like, well, what's the problem? My parents came and did what they had to do, and now look at me. And
Empire, it's Goya,
Right.
and I'm in the White House. This is
Right.
exciting. I got to say good things about this guy because I'm in his house.
Exactly. But because that's your experience, maybe a handful of others, it's very small, a small population when looking at the large scheme of things. A lot of people still deal with people like Trump and that whole build the wall shit and all that bullshit, calling Mexican Americans racist or Mexicans, period. He's just a dickhead. So, I don't know.
Did you see the clip that Chris Rock posted, I think yesterday, that a bunch of people reposting of his stand-up, where he's like, there's rich brown and black people, but there's no wealth. There's
Right.
no wealthy brown and black people.
Right.
He's like, Shaq is rich, but the white guy who signs his check
Come on now.
is wealthy.
Come on, man. And people don't realize that, like, anytime, keeping in sports, anytime people ooh and ah about a new deal that got signed or Patrick Mahomes signed it for like $500 million, somebody is paying him that. He's an employee, my G. Somebody.
That's wild.
And I don't know if the owner, I don't know if it's a sole owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it is a family. One family owns it. That's not even their main source of income.
Right.
like with Robert Kraft and the Patriots. I didn't realize that was the Kraft.
That's Kraft.
That's
Kraft. Yeah.
He uses Kraft cheese money to buy
Come on.
a team.
Let me do this little play thing on the side. Yes.
The Patriots are my hobby.
Yeah.
Right.
He bought them niggas for like mad cheap.
Yeah. And now look at them. And it's still not his main source of income.
They still buying cheese.
Right. So why would you now, with your little millions or whatever, Mr. Goya, and these people who are set for several generations, build your own people up? Don't big up that fuckface.
And the thing is, it sucks is that Trump uses these token people
Yeah.
to try to say, look,
Yeah.
Hispanics like me. I'm good for Hispanics. Look, the blacks like me.
Yep.
What do you have to lose? And
Right.
says like wild shit like that. And it's like, so people who don't know any better, and it's not any fault of theirs, it's just from their experience.
Right.
What they see is that, and they're like, oh, well, Trump's good for blacks. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, I'll vote for him again. What's the big deal?
I still can't believe he said, oh, look at my African American over there.
Yo,
What? And that?
No one. No one says. No one does like a.
oh dear.
No one.
Nothing. Hey, I am.
That is me.
Hey, that's me. Hey.
Yeah, right. We do a jig.
You.
Did you see the tweet I put on my story
like I
yesterday?
From your boy, Trumpito?
Yeah.
He says.
He says a lot of dumb
He
shit.
does.
That's
Is that the
Dunce.
Elizabeth Warren one?
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Oh God.
Oh, that one I did post it as well.
What he said about the Native American.
Oh, well, you will. I gotta find it. I gotta get it right.
Bam.
Sorry.
Oh boy, I gotta get it just
Oh,
right.
man.
He said, this is the Elizabeth Warren one. This was on July 6th. Today is
The
Thursday,
ninth.
July 9th, 3 days ago. They named teams out of strength, capital strength, not weakness. But now the Washington Redskins and Cleveland Indians, two fabled sports franchises, look like they are going to be changing their names in order to be politically correct. Indians, like Elizabeth Warren, must be very angry right now.
I didn't mean to.
God damn.
I didn't know. I didn't
Well,
know.
at least you said Native Americans.
And we know he's joking because she's not really. But like, I didn't know he went there with it. What a dickhead!
Yeah.
Oh my
I know it
god!
was one after it.
And then that same day, has Bubba Wallace apologized to all
Oh, I
those
saw that
great
shit.
NASCAR drivers and officials who came to his aid, stood by his side, and were willing to sacrifice everything for him, only to find out that the whole thing was just another hoax. That and flag decision have caused lowest ratings ever.
Damn.
hate
There's
them.
much to unpack there. I can't even go there.
There
He
is.
had them.
But let's. So off of the Reds, Washington, and Cleveland teams. What's going on with them? Do you guys know the background and what really kickstarted that?
No.
I just know that a lot of the investors basically hit up the big guys, FedEx, Nike, and what was the third one?
I think was it Coca-Cola? I can't remember.
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Because FedEx owns the stadium that they play at until like 2023 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Nike's fucking Nike. They jerseys and shit.
They pulled all their merch off the site.
And it's still not on there.
Yeah.
So the day after they pulled their merch off the site, they all of a sudden were like, you know what, we should think about changing our name.
Mind you, this has been something that's been in talks for at least 5 years.
wow.
Not at least 2 decades.
Oh, actually, yeah, like Native American folks, people who pay attention and can say, hey, you can't have a red-faced
Yep.
on your helmet. Anyways.
Yeah, that's not okay.
So it started to bubble a lot more getting ESPN coverage and all of that stuff. But the owners are like, so what?
Yeah.
So
What are you gonna do?
now that the money is impacted,
Yep.
so it's not even like, to be politically correct, like Dickface said, it's because their money's being impacted now. So you got FedEx, Pepsi, Nike, all these folks. What are you gonna do now? Your move.
And they're still thinking about it because I had the news on
Yeah.
while I was taking a shower today, and they're just like, yeah, Washington's still thinking about it. They want to keep this team colors, which is fine, whatever.
Yeah,
But they haven't made a decision yet.
How
about
hard is
changing
it
the
to change the name?
bro. So
Just change the name.
years ago when this came up, I forget what bullshit excuse they come up with, but if it's offensive, just change it.
Just
If
change
you
the name.
care, if you care.
Yeah.
Clearly, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We are the Redskins. Actually, Max Kellerman on ESPN doesn't even call them that anymore. He stopped years ago. He stopped calling them. He just says Washington or the football team of Washington, because even if it's offensive to 10% of the Native American population, change the fucking name. Because what? So it's a game that you're playing. Meanwhile, there was genocide in this country that eradicated several of these folks. But you're just playing a game with a symbol on you cunt.
Just change the name.
Change the name.
That's it.
And the owners piece, I think it was minority owners, not minority in color, but minority share owners, that like account for like 40% of the team. I think were, like you said, Jen, pushing for
Change the name.
folks to do that. Just
That's
change
so
the
easy.
name.
Just
But then if they do, remember these are wealthy owners. They're when they go to their gatherings and their whatever, they're going to be a subject of ridicule because they folded to the pressures of society and all this
Really?
bullshit.
Political.
Oh yeah, can
You
you?
guys still
That's why
making
people
money?
That's why people don't want to wear masks. It's
Yeah.
not they don't want to wear masks because it's so
Oh, okay.
uncomfortable. As all this bullshit excuse they've come up with, it's because the president has said wearing a mask is political and you're acting like a Democrat
Right.
if you wear a mask. So now they're like, oh, you guys are not gonna make me wear a mask. I'm free. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Right. It's hardly ever about morals. It's all about perception. If you're part of this group and you do something to this group that you were part of, you're going to look away. So you just don't do it. Even if you feel deep down something, you just won't do it anyways because you don't want to, look like the oddball or whatever.
But I've said plenty of times I hate mob mentality. So
Word.
if it's just simply, oh, everybody's doing it, and you say, well, I don't feel that way, that's one thing. But come on.
Yeah.
Just change the name.
It's right.
That's all right.
Hey, look, and Nike even made it easy for them. Hey, you struggling? Yeah, you think it's going to be hey, all the merch is gone. What's the problem? What's the problem? All you got to do is paint
Just change the name.
the 50-yard line, something else,
They
end zones.
changed the end
You
zones
change
for-
it anyways.
For
The Ravens, I think the Ravens still play at the same stadium, or do they have a different one?
I don't know. But even when the Raiders were playing on a baseball field, you could do it then.
God, oh my God! So if merch was the issue, hey, there you go.
Just
Done.
change the name.
Gone.
Let's give you a list of suggestions. Literally anything else
But
Like
it,
that.
but these offensive
Well, no,
terms.
no, not anything else. Because don't go to black skins.
No,
That's-
no,
that'd be worse.
But these offensive terms. Just, let's see little things you could do.
No,
But no.
nope.
we don't like any of that.
Yeah, and it's not because
No.
it's easy. It's not because it's a moral thing to do. They just don't want to.
Like when Bomani used to wear that, when he started wearing that shirt, the Cleveland Caucasians or something like that.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
pull
yeah.
And
it
then like all these people are mad, like
And
that
they got
shirt's
mad.
racist.
They got mad. They got mad.
It's the same thing that you guys are doing.
People got mad.
So you guys can wear this exact shirt with
Oh,
Indians,
my
and it's
God.
fine.
Lord
But the
help me.
Caucasians, not even whiteys.
Right.
Oh,
That's
my
not even
God.
offensive.
Oh,
That's
my
not terribly
God.
offensive. It's-
Caucasians, how dare you?
How dare you?
Black man, wear us on your shirt. We do that.
We do that, right?
Always
We created this. What are you
Always
talking about?
biting my style.
Oh my God.
Real quick, I just need a quick yes or no from you guys. You don't have to go into it.
going
Kanye for
into
president.
Darren, why, don't even bring this
I
up.
actually had that pulled
Don't
up
bring
just
this
now.
up.
I feel like this was a good segue. Let's do it.
Don't bring this
Kanye
up.
for president.
No one's thumbing up that. Like I don't even know why you got your thumbs.
I'm
up.
Can we
pretty
can we
sure-
keep this to like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
If it-
I mean,
A few years ago, I had I had a long debate with a friend of mine, and I actually had to text him like, "Yo, you won the bet," because we had this debate, and he was like, "Yo, Kanye's gonna run for president." I'm like, "You're crazy. There's no way Kanye would run. That doesn't make any sense." He's like, "Watch." This was probably like 3.5 years ago. Like, no, there's no way.
Because he was saying 2020.
Yeah,
Kanye
and I'm
back
just
then,
like,
yeah.
no, why would you? I still don't think he's really running for president. I think he's just talking.
So yeah, I think.
I think he's having a manic episode. He's bipolar.
Yeah, like
It's like nobody acknowledges that he's not okay sometimes.
This is beyond bipolar.
Sometimes.
Right? This is beyond, because there's plenty of people are bipolar. They don't all go run for president.
Not all, but they do other things, right? They may go and just buy a car, or like they do some grandiose thing.
And for somebody who has a lot of grandiose things already, it's got.
I know, Kim. I've got it. I've got it.
I started to feel bad for Kim the other day.
You gotta feel bad sometimes.
I found myself.
Didn't I ask that on this podcast? She hates that nigga. She can't say I hate that nigga. I'll say it for her. I hate that nigga.
Yo. Words, I don't want to hate Kanye because I love his music, but goddamn,
right.
She must sit up at night and she's like
you're fumbling the bag, motherfucker. You just got this Old Navy shit,
or
whatever
the stock went down.
Gap.
The stock went down on the Gap shit.
Perfect.
And here I am as an investor now. I'm like, the fuck, man.
And that's the thing. That's the same thing he did with Adidas. Adidas got him. They were all excited. Nike was like, yes, got that dude off our hands. And as long as he's been on Adidas, he's been problematic as fuck.
But they still selling like crazy.
They sell because there's not that many of them. But the rest of Adidas doesn't sell. The rest of Adidas is kind of tanking.
Gotcha. So it didn't lift everything else
as it was supposed to.
Gotcha.
Initially, it was. Yeezys had the boost. Okay, then Ultra Boost, NMDs all had boosts. Now you can't give them shits away.
Yeah, and they changed, not to get into sneaker culture, but they changed the look of the Ultra Boost. I like the other look.
Me too.
The newer joints, yeah. So they kind of lost with that. And the newer Yeezys, again, they go because they're limited. But the 350s were the best ones that they had on the Adidas side. So this other shit, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the
it
chunky ones,
weird.
and then the flip flop is oof. Jesus Christ. Yes, guys. It's terrible.
So that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3
Were you gonna say yes for him?
Or, okay. Say yes.
Just want to make sure, Darren.
Wait, no.
You live in Warwick.
Oh wow.
Forbes posted the article.
Which one?
About, I guess they interviewed him.
Oh,
Kanye said he's running for president in 2020 under a new banner, The Birthday Party, with guidance from Elon Musk.
What?
And an obscure vice presidential candidate he's already chosen. Anything I've ever done in my life, I'm going to win, he says. He says he no longer supports Trump. I'm taking the red hat off with this interview.
Wow.
He says he's okay with siphoning off black votes from the Democratic nominee, thus helping Trump. I'm not denying it. I just told you to say that the black vote is Democratic is a form of racism and white supremacy. He also admitted that he's never voted in his life.
All right.
He said
3 minutes was up already.
I know. He said that he had COVID in February, like all black people. I think I had that shit back in.
I said that shit, and he said that shit. We were like, I think I had that shit. I had the Rona shit.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Man, I was shitting all day. I think I had that. I think I had that. It wasn't cheese.
My elbow wasn't right that day.
Yeah, I think I had that shit.
I had the Rona in my elbow.
I had this little cough. Man, think it was your allergy. Shut up.
That is all black people.
Baby, just drink some ginger ale and lay down.
That's all we do.
Ginger ale crackers.
That's it.
Oh, my
God. He says that he's suspicious of a coronavirus vaccine, terming vaccines the mark of the beast.
Oh, dear.
He believes Planned Parenthoods have been placed inside cities by white supremacists to do the devil's work. And he envisions a White House organizational model based on the secret country of Wakanda and Black Panther.
Okay.
All right, 3 minutes is up for real now.
All right, that's enough. Don't even remark. Don't remark. Don't.
Y'all can accept that how you want.
Next subject.
Bim, you don't have that much hair.
I don't have any hair.
I didn't want to say that.
Oh, why not?
You can say it.
Hair.
I'm bald.
You got hair in your face.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
So you don't have hair on your head.
Yeah.
That's what you should say.
Oh, yeah.
But you got
Baldy up
hairs.
top. Yeah.
Your eyebrows
There's
and
hair
shit.
somewhere on my arms and shit.
Yeah. Your butt, I bet.
Oh.
She said, I bet.
Would you
Carry
consider
on.
getting male hair transplants or weaves or lace fronts?
Oh, I think we mentioned this before.
We talked about it a while.
On the pod or?
On the pod.
I would absolutely do that
Are
shit.
you crazy?
Can you please do it?
Is there someone in Rhode Island that does it?
I think so.
The only thing, because I've been researching and looking at this stuff.
Documented.
I mean, I'll pay for it. Right?
Maybe.
I'll chip in.
So after I get rid of it, then we could put out the doc and of everything that led up to it. But what I've seen in the videos, you have to have some of your own hair. So you got to grow out like the sides or whatever so they can fade it in or whatever the hell. I'm not doing that.
We both.
I'm not doing that. So, but yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that shit. It's dope. And we all know, like if I come in with an afro one day.
That should be wild, yo.
Come on, man. Or some Travis Scott braids and
Yeah,
shit.
nigga.
I'd be like,
Shit. Or you come with some Darren braids? I'm dead.
You ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Blame it on the
Yo, if you guys did a Milli Vanilli skit, that'd be amazing, bro.
dope.
If I do it,
I'm with it. I'm already there.
I work from home. I don't need, nobody will see me. Yo, that should be fine.
It would be dumb,
You got to blame it on something.
but amazing.
Oh my God. But yes, Jan, I would. I think some of my homies out there got my back. I think H said he would do it.
Can I tell you guys what I did?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My wife, as you know, my birthday's coming up. Happy birthday to me.
Sam
Hey.
Lem.
Cancer, 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 Okay.
So my wife, I feel she was made for me in the sense of she likes to push boundaries with me. She likes to take me along with her.
God bless you. Put in your butt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Worse than that.
Worse than that.
No. I joke. So today she goes, beginning of the week, she goes, hey, Thursday we're going out for your birthday, just me and you. Cool. Wherever you want. I don't care. Just make sure I'm safe.
Oh.
It's funny I say that. So we're driving, coming up the street, not even paying attention. I'm looking at my phone. And we pull in to this little parking lot that's on Airport Road. I'm sure you guys have seen this parking lot. There's a big sign that says,
With the pilot thing?
learn to fly.
Yeah.
Right. She pulls in the parking lot and she goes, all right, you're going to fly a plane today.
No, the fuck, I'm not.
Shit.
Yo.
Shit.
So me, I'm like,
She played too much.
But lo and behold, 30 minutes later,
What?
doing a pre-check with this guy named Chris, whose birthday is today as well.
Oh.
And so he's like, yeah, you're going to check this. This is your sensor.
They
This
made him
tells
work
us-
on his birthday?
They made him work on his birthday. Poor guy.
Taking some guy who ain't never flew a plane?
Yeah, right.
Wait, Darren, you said 30 minutes later?
Yeah.
I don't like
How
that.
long we had to do driver's ed?
let me paint the canvas for you so you can see how worrisome this whole thing was. Because
Say it again, Bill.
How long was driver's ed? We was in there for like what, a month, 2 months?
yeah, like a good
And then after
month
that, I
and
had to learn how to drive.
You had to get the. You had your learner's permit for 6 months.
I didn't take the class, and then after that, I had to learn to drive.
Word.
Right.
This is talking about 30 minutes later. All right.
Son, right? So he was
Shit.
doing the checks, and because of the coronavirus and all that stuff, only me and the pilot could go. Clarabelle couldn't come.
Oh, how convenient.
Right, but usually they let 3 people on.
How's your life insurance policy?
That's all right.
Nah, I just got to make sure she ain't trying to take you out every year.
You know, so we're doing the checks and all that stuff, and then we're taking pictures, and he's like, all right, let's get in. So the little comforting part was there's 2 steering wheels.
Right. So
Yeah,
he's
so
the pilot.
Yep.
You're the co-pilot.
And yes, exactly.
Okay, good.
So we do our checks, we get in. I'll show you guys pictures, and this is that. It's radio. We got big headphones in, and say goodbye, and then we
Yeah, goodbye.
we clear for takeoff and all this other dumb shit, and then boom, here you go. Now here's where Darren's mind went as we're going. Right, I said to myself, he didn't say anything about what to do in an emergency. Like, I don't know.
I was just going to ask if there's a parachute or some shit.
I don't know any of that stuff, right?
Fucking hell.
I don't know if this shit goes down.
That's it.
As far as I'm concerned, me and him are just going down. Like, that's all I know, right?
Them playing a little parachute from the top, like in a cartoon.
He didn't ask me for not an ID.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, on the way up, I was like,
You said today's your birthday.
right? Look behind me, like, well, I go like God, and right, and so, lo and behold, we are flying 30,000 feet in the air. No, 3,000 feet in the air. I'm sorry, not 30.
Because it's a smaller.
It's small,
joint,
just
yeah.
me and him. We're super close. My legs here, his legs there.
All right.
And so we're in the fucking air. I'm taking pictures, and I'm like, this is very scary, but very dope. It's a very cool experience.
So how much control did you have? Like, were you able to take turns? And
Yeah,
shit?
so
Like, or whatever you call it in the air.
So we're going up, and we're flying over and stuff. And at some point, he goes, "Okay, you want to take over?" And I say, "No." Hey, you're like, come on, man, let's got it. And so you're holding this wheel, and you go to the left, the plane will veer left. You go to the right, it veers right. And there's little pedals at your feet, but I didn't really mess with those. Those control the things.
Oh God, don't do anything else.
Right. And like the movies, if you pull back, the plane will go up. You pull forward. So what they don't tell you is like when you're kind of drifting along, the wind is just taking you.
Especially in those smaller ones. Oh,
right.
boy.
So you kind of have to, if you're trying to go
Small
straight,
planes.
Yeah.
it's so scary.
You got to fight the wind.
So I'm trying to go straight. The wind's pushing me this way. So I'm like this. So I can feel the plane like, and I'm like, oh, my stomach's like vomit. Like, just die. And so he's like,
you
okay.
didn't poop on yourself?
I don't know how I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
And so he goes, scariest moment, he goes, oh, so you have to pull back a little bit as you turn because the plane wants to fight you. And I said, okay. I pull back, and the plane goes up, and I go, oh, no. All right, as it's going up, and I let go
my
a
God.
little bit, and the plane
God.
dips. Like, put your hand up on your hip when you dip. Like, dip. Dip. And so,
I'm not okay.
it went very big pit in my stomach. But like real talk, very dope experience.
Okay.
I would not do it again.
I'm gonna take your word for it on
but
this one.
very, very, very dope
God
experience.
dang.
While you were talking, I was doing some Googling. We all know, I say we all know, we don't all know, but 1 mile is 5,280 feet. I don't know why I can't get that out of my head.
I didn't know that.
So 30,000 feet
No, 3,000.
is... 3,000.
Yeah, I said 30,000 at first, but
Okay, so it's almost a mile up.
it seemed much higher.
A mile is pretty... In
It's
that
pretty-
direction,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
damn
that's
high.
pretty
Yeah.
All right, so we take one of these zeros off. In stories,
So you could
it's
see.
277 stories.
Oof. So that was like
There's mad
That was the
buttons
cockpit?
and
Heck,
contraptions.
cockpit.
All right.
Cockpit.
Cockpit.
2 cocks in the cockpit.
Just flying along.
Happy birthday to me.
And then you can see that's the Newport Bridge.
Oh, that's fire. Oh, shit.
Right? It was
that's nice.
like looking back at it, it's like, oh, this is dope. So of course I'm asking him all these questions, like, how do you know this and how you know that? It's a very insightful guy. And so I said to him, how long you been doing this? And he goes, oh, I've been doing this since November. And I'm like, so if the whole plane could have shifted into this man's ear, it was like, and he was like, November 2018.
Oh,
okay.
That's what's make it better. It's
All
only
right.
a year.
I mean,
better
I'd take that.
Over.
That's true because half of this year was COVID.
Word.
You was at
You
home.
weren't doing
You wasn't
shit.
flying.
God dang.
So, but it was a very dope experience. I wouldn't do it again, but yes, my love. Oh, time. I'm here. Hi, Bubba.
Come here.
Time to go. Come here. Come quick.
How sensitive are the controls? Like, as
You
you.
just said the shit just nosedive.
Oh, no, he let go to John. That's
Well,
why.
I didn't like. Boom. I kind of like. Oh no. And
And
I
then
kind
it-
of like just went like this, and
Yeah.
it was like, because it goes up and down. Or
Yeah.
In and out. So it was so funny enough that you think like you're in a small thing, anything you do is gonna make it crash.
Right.
And he was like, no, like you kind of have to work really hard to make the shit fail and crash, which was kind of
good.
comforting to hear.
Because there's a lot of, like, automatic stuff.
There's a lot
going
of
on.
checks that won't make it, won't let it do what you're, like it won't let it fail,
Right.
if you will. So it was very dope. If you have a bucket list of some
Nope.
sort, do it. I mean, I don't expect you guys to do it.
Nope.
I mean, I kind of do. Good night, baby.
Because you're crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't mind, like, like I did the helicopter thing in.
baby.
You say
Hey,
good night
Carter,
to
give me a
Miss Jen?
pound, man.
No, this is my rude son.
Where you at? Carter, give me a pound, man. Ah, fine.
Watch out. You say bye, Miss Jen. Good night, Miss Jen.
Good night. Voice got all deep.
Right? Shit. Don't do that getting the deep voice for the ladies. Get out of here. What's wrong with you, boy? All right, peace out. Catch me. Hit me.
Catch you, shorty.
Like, I did the helicopter thing in Canada, and I was next to the pilot. So I didn't mind, like, being there, but I don't want to touch shit. I just want to sit
the
there.
touch thing is like very like scary. So then at another point he goes, "Okay, let's climb up another 1,000 feet," and I was like, "No," and he's like, "It's all right, it's all right." So you pull up, and you could feel the whole plane like
Hey, man.
So you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then he's like, no, you're fine, you're fine. Like it's nothing, you're fine. Like you say it's nothing.
He does
'cause
this
you're used to
every
this.
day for a living. This
This
is what he does. Oh my god.
Even like, and I've flown a bunch of times, but even on the takeoff, sometimes depending on how they do it, my stomach still goes. Hey,
I don't like
all
it.
right.
Yo.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. And certain pilots you can tell are new because they go straight down when they're going to land.
Yes.
There's certain pilots you're like, oh, that was smooth. I didn't even
But other ones are like, hey, hey,
God.
friend.
On the
work
way
on
back,
that.
We're landing, and he's like, okay, so we're gonna make our approach, da, 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 and we're going down, and he's like, so there's gonna be a little turbulence because as we're descending, the air is a little different than what is up there. So I'm like, cool, and just then the plane goes dip, 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 and I'm like, blah, blah, whatever. We get on ground. All is well. My stomach was upside down for like 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
But very dope.
I see why you didn't want to drink.
At this your ripe old age, you don't need to be experiencing new something.
Flying something.
Just be climbing the friendly skies.
Climbing
In the corona clouds.
Corona clouds. For what purpose?
for what purpose?
That's dope, though.
What
That's
is the
dope.
purpose? So I'll share pictures to that page.
That's dope.
It was a good experience.
Since we're on birthday tings,
Let's do it.
we have a little something.
guys.
Because, this is what we do.
Guys, you guys are too much.
Bim goes fast.
You guys.
Bim goes
There's
fast.
two
Bim
things.
Bim
Cute
found
little
a
bag
bag
for you.
because I asked him. I said, "Are you gonna get a gift bag?" He said, "No, I'm gonna get a plastic bag." Look at that old recycled ass bag.
Right.
You know the
Got
vibes.
roses in it.
You know the vibes.
This is a
You look at the
Florida
rope.
thing.
Look at the details on the rope. Come on.
That's nice.
This is like my baby shower bag. Hey!
Come on now, tell the people.
I got me a cigar.
So that we haven't had a stogie night in a while.
No, we haven't.
So that's for when we link up. We're gonna do it real
Yes.
soon. We'll either do it in my crib by the fire or we'll do it in your field. And we'll
really
kick
wish
it
you
some
would've called
stoves.
You called it
Lowe's.
that. A Lowe's gift card.
Damn right.
Guys, because I be
Damn
in Lowe's
right.
all the time.
Come on, man.
I'm excited.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday, my
Thank
friend.
you, friend.
And in the spirit of 7-Eleven, your birthday.
7-Eleven.
Once again, Darren's birthday is on Saturday, 7-Eleven. I also got you a gift card
Oh.
to 7-Eleven. JK.
I would have been excited. Like,
There's only one 7-Eleven. You have to go to Broad Street.
no.
So after we talked about that, on my way home, I saw 3 of them. Yeah, there's one on goddamn what's
a
that
bunch
street?
of 'em.
On Plainfield by my crib
I
on
haven't
that
seen
corner.
one forever.
There's the one on Chalkstone still at the fort.
Oh, yup. Westman Street. Yup.
And then there's on Reservoir.
Yep.
Oh,
one of those
yes.
is one.
That is
Oh,
the old one.
Oh, there's smoothies. You
Yeah.
can get is it smoothies, freezies, something, ices.
Ice.
Oh, I don't
Want
know.
a Slurpee?
I don't be
Slurpee.
getting
No,
that
Slurpee?
shit.
Yes.
Don't do it.
It's already been done.
It's been I already gleefully answered.
So this is a 2-part thing.
Uh-oh.
Jen, that looks way too big.
That's what she said.
Hey.
So, fest. I
Fast.
said I'm a big advocate of my friend
You guys
Darren
treat me
getting his
well.
dick wet.
Oh shit.
This looks like honey.
Time to do some damage.
Put it in the. Yes, it is a
Yep.
bottle of Henny. You
All
are
for
correct.
you. All for you.
And the next gentleman at Standard was very nice to
wrap it
put
in
the
this lovely
put the
festive-
bat wrapping, and then he was like, "What color ribbon do you want?"
Oh, they did that like
and
that?
then he curled the ribbon for me.
Shit.
So
Curling used to make me excited. Like when I was
and me too. You get to watch him. It's so satisfying. Pull it with the scissors. He's like, "Where's the scissors?" I'm like, "Oh, you the real one, my nigga." So I hope you use that to get you some.
Jesus.
Does the wife partake in the
she
brown?
does, honey.
Oh, it's lit. Yeah, y'all know what to do.
Oh.
Sexual teens.
Get rid of them
Jen-
kids for a night.
Yeah, my next child will be named after you, Jen.
Call it Genesee. No,
She's
this
good.
year.
Jen.
All cylinders.
Jen.
All the time. I told you I'm back,
You
baby.
guys treat me too well.
The ride was tough, but I'm back,
You
baby.
hear, God?
So in this bag, this Price Right bag,
Oh.
10-cent bag.
10-cent bag. Yes. God bless.
That's love right there.
Christmas time. I had a gift for you fellas.
She did say this.
Never brought it.
She just said that also.
6 months later, I said, I'm going to bring it for Father's Day.
This is Jen.
Did not happen. The 2 weeks after Father's Day, I kept forgetting it. And I said, today I will bring it.
See,
So does Darren get it now and then I get it next month?
No, I'm
for
gonna
my
give you. I'm
birthday?
gonna give you both. Y'all get birthday gifts. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Pick a number.
3.
All right.
That's not my number. But
Oh. 1,
3,
2, 3.
3 is fine.
I ain't got no batteries though. Y'all gotta think of
Batteries.
that. Yes, so.
What are we
Is
doing?
it a dildo?
What,
No
Darren?
dildo, Darren.
Batteries.
I know I got you Hennessy, but I'm not trying to really get your dick
The
wet.
Hennessy is when I fall out and go to sleep.
Oh!
Holy shit!
Oh! I used to play that game when I was a kid.
Okay, listeners, I apologize for the O's and I's without no other words. WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. This is
Oh
old
my
school.
God.
I can plug it to TV.
Oh my God.
Look at Macho Man Randy Savage.
The joy, my friends.
Undertaker,
This is
Bret
the
Hart.
old
Undertaker.
Razor Ramon,
Ramon.
my guy.
Roddy Piper,
Drake?
Ultimate Warrior, my
And Drake.
favorite.
Ultimate Warrior.
Ted DiBiase, Jake the Snake. Oh man. Oh man. Where you found that it did
The
that?
Heartbreak Kid.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
What? Why does Bed Bath & Beyond have this?
They were supposed to be going out of business.
Ted
There's
DiBiase.
random as goddamn,
Yo, they got
the other
I
place.
forgot about Sid.
Yeah, Sid. Yes, Sid
Oh, he
Justice.
was-
Blonde with the curly hair.
Yeah.
Like looking at this. Wow. Can we just stop playing now? Do I have to
Let
wait?
me hold
Bim-
that up to the camera.
Bim, I need you to pick a number between 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
1.
1.
Look at that, huh? That's crazy. What do we have here?
We're such
Hold on.
simple men.
Oh, it's lit. Pac-Man. So
Pac-Man.
me and thank you so much, Jen. Me and the lady
Jen,
have been
thank you.
playing a lot of Mario and a lot
Oh.
of, and I actually got it was a game the other day
Smash.
for PS4. The little cloth-looking guy, Little Big World. So we started playing that one.
Oh, okay.
But she's a stickler for a classic.
Yeah, Pac-Man's a definite classic.
Oh man, I'm hyped.
And then I'll just
Jen,
leave this here
I'm
and you guys
excited.
can share it.
What's that one?
This one here is Space Invaders, also featuring Burger Time.
Yo, that's a game that I didn't like as a kid, but I grew to enjoy.
So
I like the airplane games.
Wow,
Jen,
that's
you
crazy.
spoil us.
Jen, for real.
You spoil us.
Are you kidding me, man?
that is for my friends.
Man.
That is for my friends.
She's the bestest.
Happy 7-Eleven Day.
Happy 7-Eleven.
Don't forget to get your free Slurpee on Saturday on your birthday, boo.
I will not forget.
You get a free Slurpee on your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, 7-Eleven.
Well, it's because it's 7-Eleven.
Go to get your breakfast too, beloved. Unless the wife is gonna. Yeah, Denny's. Get your free breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
Live it up on Saturday, boo.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm all for it. Guys, thank you so much. This was super thoughtful.
Hey, no doubt, man. We love you,
Man.
beloved. Happy
Hey,
birthday.
babe,
God
man,
bless you.
Baby.
Cheers.
Let me send her a picture right now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
lit.
Send her.
To my
Oh,
boy away.
you gonna hear the door closing, her car drive off.
Not again.
Hey, buddy, Darren sneakers came in finally, so that's exciting.
Actually, funny enough, we were
Oh.
talking about this before. Remember I was telling you guys about my father's name, right? Turns
streets.
out, yes, of the street. Turns out I have a cousin.
Oh,
named
boy.
that,
Huh?
who actually came over the other day, and he was super excited about sneakers because he got a pair too. So he decided to do like one of those unboxing videos.
I love this guy.
Right? So I recorded it. I figured, hey, this got to be a hit somewhere. So for our listeners, make sure you check out our YouTube channel because I'm gonna throw the clip up there. And man, it was quite entertaining.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job,
Yes.
Darren.
Tell
And
cousin you got to come kick it
Yes,
sometime, man.
yes, indeed.
Y'all know there's a national coin shortage?
Say again, now what?
A national
shortage?
coin shortage?
Where'd all the
How
change-
when nobody
where-
uses change?
That's
Where did
probably
they all
why.
go?
I feel like people are hoarding it. That's my theory. Everybody's got it in their houses in bottles and in fucking bags, and
I ain't gonna front. I got a big old bottle upstairs full.
we
of-
keep it in a Crown Royal
I
bag.
have a little a green piggy bank in my
nobody,
room.
Nobody uses change.
No, oh damn.
So if you use a 20, they don't have anything to give you change with because there's no change in circulation.
So how long until money starts getting phased out? Paper currency, not like fully
At
phased
least,
out.
at least
but
the metal currency.
yeah, because just round it, man.
I
don't
mean,
need
my
that
job,
shit.
they've been rounding it since I can remember. So
Yeah, round that shit, dogs.
And people really have the nerve to get mad. Where's my penny? You don't get the fuck out of here.
Where's my penny? Go outside in the parking lot.
You
Look,
find your
look,
penny.
Look around.
What are you gonna do with the penny? Then we gotta sarcastically take it out here.
with a whole attitude.
I heard the register when she did that. I know that sounds too well.
You gotta open that shit back up. Here, nigga. What the fuck?
Where's my penny?
You just spent $189.99.
That penny's gonna make a difference for you.
Where's my
That
penny?
penny is the tin. You guys are crooks. You're stealing our pennies. Oh, we just ain't got time.
Oh yeah, we just hoard all the
All the
pennies,
pennies
and
and
then we
makes all the
buy
money.
another store. Shut up, assholes.
So yeah, there's a national coin shortage.
Remember, you're on a cleanse. Do you want?
If you're gonna do it, I'll do it.
Oh, it's
But if
a
you're not
drink
gonna
up, my
do-
niggas.
No,
If
Y'all
not
have
gonna
my
do it-
full support.
I'm not
Hey,
a
while
Hennessy
y'all
person.
drink,
no, my stomach is not gonna let me
Hey.
drink.
oh, so why you asking?
Why you
then?
asking
Because
then?
I didn't want to not.
No. That's for you, friend.
All right.
Yeah, you and the wife.
Yes, that's what it's for. It's for your penis.
Jen, very direct.
I'm a direct person.
You?
I want you to.
No.
I want you to know that I care about you and your well-being.
Oh, shout out to Keeper Crabs. Man,
Ow.
so good.
Thank you for saying that because I totally forgot. Go ahead, man, because we all about to.
No, it was so delicious food. I of course, greedy me had to get both plates.
One of everything, yep.
Yes.
Oh, that was just for you.
No, it wasn't just for me.
Oh, okay, I'm about to
You know,
say.
we shared. But I got both rock crab and snow crab.
Oh, I didn't know there was different kinds of crabs.
Because it was just crab that last weekend.
So delicious. It was very, 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 very good. Came with corn and potatoes. That was also very good. And then the perfect addition, some of, I don't even know, I want to say meat pies because that's
Yes.
what they are, but I feel like there should be a
There's a name, but it hasn't been unveiled yet, so you can call
Okay.
them meat pies
All
for
right,
now.
yes.
Let
So-
me tell you, I didn't have the crabs this time. Drina did. I'll show y'all a vid later. Baby, I'm not going to share it on social media, but I have to show my friends.
He has to.
Sorry.
He happy.
You know what you were doing to the lobster?
Worse.
And somehow she was moving in fast motion. Like it was
Oh.
like 0.5 speed faster or was
Yeah.
going crazy.
believe
But I got meat pie.
Hey.
Meat pies are good.
Make a nigga want to sing.
Hey.
Hey! Wow.
Yeah. And you know they're actually healthy meat pies.
What do you mean?
That's not beef.
What's in there? Turkey?
Turkey?
Turkey.
Right up my lane. Right up
A
my
lot
alley.
of people prefer
Turkey. beef.
turkey, but they don't know it's turkey because it tastes like it's just
flavor.
traditional. It's the best flavor,
flavor.
and it's full of meat.
It's not, they don't skimp.
no, it's flaky. The crust.
You know what? I won't even ask or inquire about where the crust come from. That's your secret. Just keep doing. I told her, whatever you did, you
That-
keep doing that.
Our good friend Helena makes the meat pies.
I didn't know if we were allowed to say. Helena, listen you. Okay?
You.
When I'm done with this cleanse, I need a tray for me. I'm not even playing.
Yeah, let me say
Dead
something. Let me say something. I asked Darling. I said, "Hey, I'm about to order meat pies because you know I don't eat seafood. So I unfortunately couldn't order no crabs or nothing because I would know what to do with them. I would use them as a hammer. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm like everybody's so into crabs. I don't get it. Whatever. Y'all love it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's make get some meat pies. So I said, "Hey," I text him from work. So I'm about to order. Would you like some meat pies? Yeah. How many you want? I'll do 5. I said, cool. I ordered 12 because I figured that way there's a buffer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a buffer, right? I go pick them up, and Helena's like, oh, he told me that he gets 9. I said, wait, what? Houseway?
Wow. That was a very big, quick increase.
I said, no, that's not what we discussed. He said 5. I got 12 as a buffer. How he figured he's going to get 9?
Right.
I mean, I'm here to fight. I ate 2 before I even got there. I ain't got time for this shit.
I don't know, walk in eating one and shit.
Yeah. Right.
Here you go,
Got a
nigga.
little meat on my
A
bottom.
little grease.
Little crust on me.
They was so good. I only got 3 like an idiot.
Yo, stupid.
I was smelling the bag.
When I reposted it this week, because I like to
Like a
repost
fiend.
it, and I put in the post, I said, however many meat pies you're gonna get more to avoid fights in your home. And I hope
wow.
people don't think that I was just being like facetious. Like, no, like
And it's not just because we know her.
it's not just because we know
No,
her.
for real.
I didn't offer Drina not a single bite of that shit. I don't care.
Eat your crabs, girl.
Yeah, I was like, here you go. I went on the couch, it was in the corner, just fucking.
Back!
Get away.
Yeah!
By the time you hear this, it's Friday. Kiba might be taking some last minute orders. If you want to hit her up, it's at Kiba's Crabs. KEBAS_KRABS.
Does she so she does it through Facebook and Instagram. Does she sell or take orders any other way? Text message or
I
anything
usually,
like that?
I usually text her.
Because for anybody who doesn't have social media, I'm curious as to how they can reach out to her. We could probably I'll hit her and see.
What she wants.
Maybe
to do.
email.
Well, if you repost it on social media, then people have to look on our social media to see it. So either way, it won't matter.
Oh no, like I'll say it on here for next time or some shit. Yeah.
But yeah, for right now, what I do know is DM, and I don't like giving up people's phone numbers because.
No, we ain't doing that deal. But yes, congratulations to Kiba. Congratulations to Helena.
So
They
this
were
week-
cranking it out, man.
Yeah, this week it's the whole gamut. So it's rasta pasta, no rice this week though. But there's oxtail, jerk chicken, jerk shrimp, and crabs,
Shit.
and meat pies.
Damn, this cleanse, yo. I'm getting the whole tray.
And
For me.
And that's the thing. If you'd like to order a whole tray of meat pies, Helena's able to do that as well.
Yep.
Because like I said, my 12 came in a pan. And I was like, yup.
No.
Shit.
Man.
Yes.
It was so dope, though, walking in and seeing,
Oh, you got it to go inside?
yeah, Kiba doing her thing, her daughter helping. Shout out to Shauna, she was there helping. Then Lena and her sister doing their thing. Just black women killing it, making money with their own thing. Oh, it's just beautiful to see.
Fun times.
Beautiful to see, man. Congrats, y'all.
And I love supporting my friends. So.
Yeah.
Of course, especially when it's product good. Imagine buying some shit that's nasty.
Yo,
for
yeah, I
support.
can't just support blindly. I
Nah.
gotta be confident. So even though I don't eat crabs, I just from the pictures I'm like, and then I saw it in purses when I went there. I also went inside, and I could see them putting somebody's plates together. I'm like, yo, that's a lot of food.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on there.
So
Congrats to them, man. And get in there if you can. That oxtail.
yeah,
die
I did.
for.
I did jerk chicken and oxtail this week.
Oh, I'm jealous. Fuck.
So be jealous, nigga.
Shut up.
But speaking of Keeps Crabs, she posted something on Facebook that I wanted to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
What'd that do?
Let's give it some.
She posted a thing where, I'm just gonna look at it, and it was a lot of comments under it, basically about stimulus monies type thing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, was it one of those posts like you should be?
Yes.
Oh, I think I saw that.
You should be what?
I gotta pull it up.
I'll
Hold on.
let Jen explain. It's
So
funny how that works because we're having a little conversation about that as well earlier.
About what?
Oh, good.
Where she's going?
She posted a bunch of Keeps Crab stuff, so it's taking me a while to get to it. Sorry, guys. But basically, it was a post about how people were collecting during COVID, unemployment and stuff, and didn't use the money to invest or whatever, and how
Right.
it should have, and whatnot, what have you. I went too far. She might have taken it down.
Was it a
Really?
controversial post?
The comments underneath, there was a lot of comments, so possibly. So but it's basically like, okay, you were home for 16 weeks and you got 600 a week from COVID plus another 400 from unemployment, and then you got $1,200 stimulus. So the math on it came to a little over $17,000, and it's like, well, you didn't
That's more money that you probably would have gotten otherwise.
For some folks, yeah.
and so why didn't you invest, and instead you decided to buy sneakers or fireworks or whatever. But the thing is, I don't really agree with that.
Tell us why.
16 weeks is almost a third of a year,
Yeah.
right? So if you get $18,000 in a third of a year, that's not even 60 grand a year in salary.
Right.
You
It's not a lot of money.
It's not that much money. That's just enough money to pay your rent and have a car note.
Because if you don't have a side hustle or you're working under the table while receiving, you still have to pay your bills.
You gotta pay your bills,
Yeah.
and you gotta pay taxes, and you've gotta feed your kids who are not going to school.
Yeah.
So you're feeding them 3 times a day at least, and they're growing. So you still gotta buy them new clothes. And you gotta buy.
Yep.
So it's not like you're just getting money and then that's just it. And you got $17,000 in the bank. You got $17,000 in the bank, but you've got to still pay your bills. That's why
still
they.
gotta-
You got to survive still.
That's why they sent you the money.
Yeah.
So I just want people to just not judge those who were home furloughed or on unemployment, because it's not just simply they were sitting on their ass, or you know what I mean. And people who are home, a lot of them didn't even want to be home,
Yeah.
bored or just like getting cabin fever or whatever the case. You're home with your kids and you're just like, I don't know what to do with them, and all kinds of stuff. So I just want people to just not judge as much.
It's an interesting take because I didn't think about that. As I read it, I was like, I get what they're saying.
Right. I understand where they're coming from, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, sorry, Dan, were you going to?
No, I was like, so for me, I was thinking of those people that, like, okay, so I'll throw myself under the bus. I'm one of those people that were furloughed that am taking advantage of the extra money that I'm receiving.
I wouldn't even call it taking advantage of.
I don't mean taking advantage like I'm ripping off the system.
Right,
but
because
I mean,
you're not
like,
getting
I'm-
paid from your job
I'm
the way you
just
normally would.
getting that.
Yes.
It is a big difference in income.
Yes.
It's like, whoa, like that's a lot more than I usually get. And I think of those people who, I mean, to me, it's like the best situation you could be in where both it's a 2-parent house where both parents are furloughed or whatever, and they're both getting that type of income, and that they normally wouldn't have. So I'm like, wow, that's like a lot more money than you probably would have gotten. But to kind of, and I wasn't thinking that before, but yes, our bills have gone up. Electric bill's gone up because we're home all fucking day. Our food bill's gone up because we're all in the house eating. Constantly. So you don't take into account those things. But when I read it, I was like, oh, like, I'm kind of doing most of that stuff. Like Bim recently got my wife on the investing side of things, which is good. We have the rental property and property, and thankfully we're in a decent spot. And so I think of, if you're able to do that stuff and still maintain your daily lives, then yeah, you should kind of push yourself to do more so that you're more secure in your future. But then I hear what you're saying, I'm like, that does make sense.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, even if I didn't have that mindset, I don't think I would shit on people who are in this situation.
Yeah, because you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're getting a whole lot more than you normally would. You're getting more than you normally would. So you might pay down some credit cards faster than you would have, which is fine. But when they're like, oh, people are buying sneakers. Okay, even if they buy a $200 pair of sneakers, $200 is not a lot of money. So even if they didn't buy the $200 sneakers, that's not make or break as far as being wealthy or being poor, right? You're going to be poor regardless. I spent $500 on fireworks. It's irresponsible. Fine. But that's what they wanted to do. At the end of the day, $500 doesn't make you rich or poor. So I think people are just, they look at the math of it and the multiplication, but it's like you can do the same thing with your paychecks.
Yes.
And say you get paid bi-weekly 26 times a year and multiply it and put it up and go, oh, why don't you have $60,000 in the bank? Because I got shit to do.
I have expenses.
I pay taxes, motherfucker. I work in America.
Right. And that's where I was, you mentioned the job thing. It's not even about the money. It's about a person's mentality or their drive, right? Because if you're a hustler, you're going to hustle whether you got a job or not. You're going to invest whether you got a job or not. You're going to do all these things. It's not everybody's journey. Going into COVID, I was like, okay, I'm home. I'm going to learn a new skill. I'm going to challenge myself and step up my video editing and get back into Photoshop. I didn't do not a nothing. But go on and give Jeff Bezos more money.
I had goals. I was like, yo, I got plenty of time to clean up my basement, get all this bullshit out of here, get this house ready. If I want to rent it out, I didn't do a motherfucking thing.
Right. So now does that mean I wasted time because I was home so much and I didn't put a new roof on by myself?
You did other stuff.
I did other things. I caught up on rest.
That's it.
Guys.
That is
I
priceless.
played video games. All things that I wouldn't have been able to do prior. Yep. But now that I got that
spend time
back.
With your mom, spend time with your lady.
Moms begrudgingly. Like like all these other things fell in and I was like, you know what? If I would have like learned these other things or dove in further, that would have just been like more time occupied. And I know how I am. If I want to, I can always jump in and do it because I've done it before when I had a job. Thank you. I didn't need a pandemic to teach myself how to video edit or use Photoshop prior or DJ. It was all while I was doing other shit.
Honestly, talking about it, we have this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do nothing extra.
No.
Podcast.
Not a thing. We learned how to use Zoom a little bit better.
For what? Because here we are.
To post. Well, yeah, in the shorts.
Sitting around the square table.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's true. Wow. Yeah, no change. Yeah, no.
And that's okay. So people just try not to judge.
Yeah, everyone has their journey.
Yep.
And I was telling Shorty, like, the lens, like I see life in the world my own way. I can't fault somebody for not seeing it that same way. Even if it's like some things that I think is common sense. They didn't have the same education or whatever as me.
Whatever,
yeah, so it's, we just got to, be on each other's side at the end of the day.
Don't waste your money on fireworks if you are hungry. I get it.
No?
I'm not condoning.
No?
I'm not condoning throwing your priorities through the window to do some frivolous shit. I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying don't judge people if they do.
Now, maybe it's because I don't live around
fireworks?
A lot of firework noise. But shit, ball out, niggas.
Hey, if that's what makes you happy, be happy.
Word, because I definitely had some that I was letting off on the 4th. Shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, H brought some. Shout out to H.
He came?
Yeah.
Aww.
Quick fast, though. He wanted to see his parents and shit. The weekend before the 4th, rather. So, yeah, got some from H. I had one that was actually in my trunk the day of the engagement. It was one of the box joints that set off like 15 or whatever. Because at the end of it, I didn't care what time it ended. I was gonna say,
loud.
"Yo, somebody go grab it," and then when me and Drina walk out, do the joint. I know, but meanwhile, hospital, ambulance.
Hey, when he wheels out, when he comes out the hospital in
Then-
a wheelchair.
So I set off that one. I set off a bunch of stuff. We went to some empty
your
parking
street?
lot. No,
okay.
never in my neighborhood.
I was gonna say, I was like, wow.
No. We were. I won't blow up the spot, but there's somewhere that me and Drina ended up going to last year.
Okay.
A parking lot that was like perfect.
Okay.
And we do our shit and we just leave all the shit and leave.
What a piece of shit.
I don't care. Somebody will clean it. They did. It wasn't the last year shit, wasn't it?
What a piece of shit. I'm gonna flex a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So we, my brother is super into fireworks, so he spent whatever he spent on it, and we went down to the
Your brother
beach.
or brother-in-law?
Brother.
Oh, which one?
CJ. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He loves fireworks. He's
All
a
right.
nutball. So we went down to the beach, and when you walk in, you take a left, and there's like a little clearing.
Yes.
And there was other people there. It was super nice. No mosquitoes. It was nice and cool,
So
nice and
dope.
breezy. And I'll show you pictures from that. And we were just having a grand old time. And I hate fireworks.
Do you?
But I don't hate them, but I have no like use for them.
Yeah.
And so, but it was nice to just know like we have this open area, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And I had Carter with me.
I was gonna say, was he okay with it?
He was okay. Like he was scared, but he was sitting in between my legs.
He likes how it looks,
He
not the
likes
sound.
he doesn't like the sound.
Yeah.
Exactly. He likes the colors and all that stuff. Can you bring that water thingy over here?
Oh,
when it
word. Thank you, waitress. And can I have more bread, please? Just pour. It's gonna open. Look at that.
Rich.
Why is that
It's
rich?
a Brita. I have the same. You don't have a Brita?
I have a Brita, but it's just old. They don't just pour.
Oh, well, you gotta like twist off the top of some
It
shit.
probably just pour, but
You got
it
the
has a hole.
Generation 1 Brita.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes, actually. Fuck you.
But yeah, no. So the 4th was cool.
Judgy bitch.
Shut up. So what did y'all do over the weekend though? This is the first time that like I was around more
Yeah.
people than usual.
I went to the homie Bay's house, and
Shout out to Bay.
He threw stuff on the grill. We had a good time. Our sons were wrestling and beating each other up, and it was great to see.
Who bested who?
I ain't gonna front.
Come on.
His boy got the better of my boy.
Oh damn, Darren.
But at the end of it, my boy flipped him over.
Okay, here we
But
go.
of course, you never gonna see that part because Bay wants to cut off the last 4 seconds of the video. But it was good because so when we're play fighting with Carter, we're all bigger, so we're showing restraint. And then when he really gets into it, we're like, all right, chill out, man, chill out. Because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get punched in the ribs.
Yeah.
And the same thing at their house. Only Jax is like a hair taller than Carter.
Okay.
And he, they do more athletic stuff. I'm not gonna blame it on that, but
Yeah.
he's used to like really beating up
Yeah.
Jax. So when they started off racing. It was so cute, innocent, racing each other, and then just somebody like pulled the other one down,
boy.
and then it was dogfight.
It was on.
It was
Oh.
dogfight. It was so. I don't care who won. It was
Right.
just great.
It's
to
good
see
to see, man.
them tough, and they were smiling at each other and beating. It was great. It was
The
great.
little cubs going at it.
Yes, and then so we did that, and then we did the fireworks afterwards, which was yeah, it was all right. I had a good weekend. Anyway, went fishing the other day.
Ooh.
Wow.
With the rod that Pops gave you.
Yes.
All right.
And I did terrible at that. I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, you didn't go with somebody that was more seasoned?
No.
Okay.
We went as a family.
Babe
We went
said,
to
okay.
the old Rocky
Hey,
Point
let me
bit.
fly this plane real quick, but then I'm gonna come back.
And get some fish.
No, I never did it before, but it's fine. And then we're gonna catch a bunch of shit for dinner.
God has a sense of humor. So yeah, we took the family, went to the old Rocky Point,
Okay.
and I don't know if
Y'all
you've
are
been there
real
recently.
Warwickers.
But it's so nice.
Look at
Oh
him,
my
Jen.
God, it's so nice.
Look at him, Jen.
I
know,
can't
Jen.
look at him. I can't
Jen,
look at him.
It was beautiful. It was so nice, Jen.
I'm not looking at you.
People were flying kites and playing frisbee.
I've been talking about flying kites. We said we was gonna buy some kites.
Go to Rocky Point.
I'm not going to Rocky Point.
Come on,
fly
you got
kites.
to.
No.
Don't protest.
I'm just gonna do some hood shit and go to Roger.
There you go. There you go. Ain't nothing hood about it. I tried to fly a kite when I was a kid there. But it's a bad kite. Benny's kite. It's bad.
We were talking about that. We would get kites from. We were like, yo, if Benny's was open, that's where we would go.
Walmart has kites.
Yeah, we know. We've been researching.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to get a $1,200 kite.
What?
Can you do this? Do this shit.
Yo, wait.
Come on, wrap it around me.
Wait. So you're not
No,
gonna
I'm not going to Rocky Point.
When
with
you'll
a
do all
$1,200
that
kite.
shit
Yes.
in Roger Williams' podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What's the
All right.
problem?
All right, man. All right.
You forget where you come from, Darren?
I don't forget where I
He
came
literally
from.
lived in Roger Williams
I
Park.
did.
Right down the street.
Yes, I did. I didn't forget about it.
So what's the problem with
What's
Roger
the
Williams?
problem?
Over here is closer.
Not to her.
You're right.
See?
Anyway,
Yo, this
was
guy,
nice.
man. Yo, this is what happens. Nah, him
How's
and the
that
Goya
happen?
guy. Nah, chill, yo. You and Mr. Goya.
Bim.
Y'all forget where you came from.
Goya and the Boya.
Goya and the Boya.
Wow, Bim.
Shit. Darren, come on, man. Reality check, bro. Come on, bro.
Bim is out of pocket
It's,
right now.
it's just
Let's go back to broad, bro. Me and you.
Alright,
Back to
Bim.
where Jim's Fruit used to be. Let's go kick it. Come on, man.
Alright.
Darren, you gotta reconnect.
Alright,
Your dreads.
Alright.
Come on.
Not recreate your dreads.
Shit.
Oh, right, listen to this.
This guy won't fly Kanye Roger Williams.
I didn't say he didn't want to.
You were knocking her for doing
He
it.
said he wouldn't. He said
I didn't say it wouldn't. I said just go to. It's so nice in Rocky Point.
He said I wouldn't even go catch no fish in that fake ass pond.
That's
said
not
that.
what I
He
said.
said that.
Because
I
it's
didn't say that.
radioactive.
Can you
Right.
even fish in Rocky
Like in The
Pond?
Simpsons. Yeah.
People be doing it.
They do.
I
didn't
don't condone it. I wouldn't tell you to do that, Darren. Don't do that. That shit sounds wrong.
Damn, Darren.
It's like going to Lincoln Woods.
Anyways, yeah, I
So-
wouldn't recommend that either.
That sounds like a nice 4th of July.
It was good.
Fried turkey breast
Come on now.
Oof.
because
Because
fucking adults we do whatever we want. You know what I mean?
why not?
That's just basically the rule that we follow.
I like it.
We can because we can and we do it.
No fireworks for y'all?
Not on purpose, but we hung out at Lena's house, and then on the way back, there's mad fireworks, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, is that in the park
You can't even really tell.
or is that people outside the park? And I said I don't think it's in the park. So then we try to drive down the street. I think the street you used to live on, actually.
Verndale?
Yeah, I know what street you
Hey.
used to live on. I just didn't say it on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sorry
I
to
don't
me.
live there anymore.
It's fine,
That's
yeah.
true, whatever. I know what street you used to live on. But we drove down the street and it came back around, and when I tell you there was so much fireworks debris and shit in the street that I had to like
Yeah.
maneuver around this shit. It was wild.
Yeah. People right in the middle of the street doing shit. Find a parking lot like me, man. Come on, y'all.
And it was and
Leave all your shit in there.
Man, just leave it.
there's still fireworks debris on his deck. From where? Like from people just on his street. Just it's wild.
Yeah, no, the city ain't stopped with that shit. It did look very dope. Like I was at Jareena's mother's before we went to let off the fireworks, and then they actually just got a boat. So we went to the marina in East Providence,
Wow.
and while on the boat,
That's rich shit.
bruh, I don't. It's ain't my boat, but I was lounging like it was. So we're on the boat, and then you could just see off into the city in different directions and shit.
That's
just
fantastic.
fireworks was going. It's tight.
That's
It's tight.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, frying turkey. Because the thing is, my old boss used to tell me that him and his wife, they don't do a whole turkey. They'll just buy turkey breasts. And I'm like, you could do that? He's like, yeah. And so I went to the supermarket before Thanksgiving, and they had turkey breasts on sale. It's like, I don't know, it's like the size of a basketball.
So that's what y'all fried?
Yeah.
Because it looked like a whole turkey, kind of.
It was just the breast.
Huh.
But it was, and the thing is, because you know with the whole turkey, you got dark meat and light white meat.
Yeah.
So some of it gets dried out, some of it's juicy. But when it's all just white meat, it stays nice and juicy.
Is it so?
It was so, and you know, I had seasoned the outside. I mean, I did it quick shit, whatever. But the outside got all nice and crispy, and it was so delish. The
Darren,
skin was fried.
Have you had fried turkey?
No.
Oh, you must.
Oh,
Every time,
Oh, you
every
must.
time somebody's having it, we're not around.
oh my God. So yeah, and it's just enough turkey where you're not like eating it for 17 days. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's just it was good. Made a couple real quick sides with that shit. Boom, boom, boom.
Is just y'all at the crib? Nice.
Yeah, living our best lives.
I like it. And shout out to Kay. On Sunday, I went over to Kay. Or was it
What up,
Monday?
Kay?
Whatever day it was. Went over to Kay crib. See, I ain't seen him since
No.
shit
Dunking
February.
you.
I haven't seen you since before the plague. Yeah, so at his crib, and a couple people came by. I was like, oh, a little nervous. A lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm outside. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stay outside.
yeah.
But it was dope to be. It felt normal. Like it felt like life pre-COVID. But yeah, it was dope to catch up with folks.
I came across an interesting question that I know we've spoken about, the kind of other side of it. So we've asked, what are some red flags somebody gives off in a relationship, right?
Boy,
But on the
I know
other
I
side
give
of
off
that,
red flags.
on the other side of that, what are some green flags that you get from
Oh.
somebody?
I'd never heard
I've
green
never
flag.
heard that.
Me neither. And I was like, wow, that's an interesting one. So yeah, I figured
Being considerate. I love a considerate person.
that would get you.
That's green flag.
Oh, I
Hook,
love
line, and sinker, huh?
consideration. Like for example, I don't want to talk about it.
Should I'm gonna fall in love all over again? I'm not ready.
He's
right
so sweet. He's a very considerate guy. I was gonna say what he did the other day, but
afterwards.
Yeah, I'll throw another green flag in there.
because you're Nigerian.
Come on now. I'm waving it.
Super ego.
What was I gonna say? Oh, family oriented. So if I see that someone like actually gets along with their parents and siblings and all that shit, and it's like genuine and whatnot, I love that. But then the red flag is if I'm around you and you're yelling at your mom and cussing at your mom or some shit.
Or not giving a fuck about your kids. Like you got kids and you don't claim them and you don't take care of them. Oof, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, so that's definitely a red flag for me.
I didn't even stop to think of what my green flags would be.
How you gonna ask this twice?
You know, because
you want to bring up the Insecure finale, then watch the shit.
Listen,
Vic
guys,
was dying about that, by the way.
Listen, I saw it and I said I don't want to think about this before I ask.
Because you want to be. I want to be
just as.
You want to be genuine.
Yes.
Genuine.
You know it's okay to think about it prior, right? so you can organize. Since we're on the podcast,
that's not how my brain works. It's like, don't think about this until, okay.
So then, even as you and I are talking about it, Jen, he's still like,
time.
Nope. Yeah. Because now, after I asked you, I was like, okay, think about it. But then you're saying your answers, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good answer. And I'm like, Darren, you still didn't think about it for yourself, huh?
Yo, Darren is fucking hilarious.
Darren's a gem.
So I'm gonna say humor for me. I like somebody with a good sense of humor.
Yeah,
that's hard to find in a lady.
Wow.
I'm lying, Darren.
Why does anybody say women are not funny? All the women I know are hilarious.
Jen, you're in rare company.
My friends are fucking hilarious.
Your friends are fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
And that's why I fuck with y'all still, like, because I don't even have like that many female friends. But if you're not, so it's you have to know how to carry a conversation, be interesting, and because we're guys, we're not serious all the time. Like, you know, some funny shit. Like have some little humor.
You gotta be able to go with the punches.
Right, and it helps you to get to the point of your story, right? Because if you understand humor, you can read a room, right? If you can tell that I'm not interested in your shit story, you can throw things in there. Why are you guys laughing? Because when you laugh like that, what it seems, it was fine. So if
Yo, shit story came out way too hard.
Did it?
It
sounded like it came
not
from
saying
somewhere?
that. Yeah, not saying that it sounded like you know what I mean.
I mean,
but
prior, you know, whatever.
Right.
So, it just helps overall with like being good company.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to the guys about this. Some women, some. I don't know the percentage, but it's just some. Because like men are always pursuing, and we'll laugh at whatever you say, or we'll listen to whatever you say in the beginning, just to
get the vagina.
Get the hooks in. Yep.
Or just to even be in a relationship, just because. Wow, she looks great. She seems cool. She got a degree and all. Let me do whatever to just lock it in. Nobody else. I want her. And then when you suddenly you're like, whoa, you were never really interesting. I just kind of, damn. Which happens a lot.
I was actually talking about that with a female friend of mine yesterday. We were talking about.
She don't give us the female tea a lot, as she should.
Because we were talking about how if a girl is pretty, does that and the guys pursue her a lot, does that automatically mean that she's interesting?
No.
Because my take on it was she might be pretty, she might be that trophy girl that guys like to say, oh, yep, I bagged that. But then once they bag that, they cheat on her with somebody who's more interesting.
And there's like so many similarities with comedy. That's why I bring it up. Most comedians who are good have been through some traumatic shit. Yeah. If your life has been cushy and great the entire way and everything was given to you, you're probably not going to be funny.
So if guys have always pursued you and you never had to work for nothing?
Well, you don't have to be interesting because they're just coming after you. You didn't do anything to attract them other than stand there.
But even that's kind of, I mean, cause I don't think I've done anything to attract guys, but I've never pursued guys.
So you're interesting and you're attractive. So guys are gonna holler. Look at her. I didn't want to give it to her. I hesitated.
You're better than that because I'd be like, you're
okay.
Jen.
You got nice sneakers.
I mean, not to say that she's not, but I'm not even want to say it.
So if a dude sees you in some fresh ass J's, that's damn. I know what she about.
Which is so wild because I've had female friends numerous occasions try to come at me. Why are you wearing sneakers with a dress? Why you wearing sneakers to the club? I'm like, because bitch, I'm going to get hollered at regardless.
You understand it.
And guys don't care about heels.
God dang it, she understands it.
And I'm comfortable so I can actually dance and be cute.
She triple understands
Why
it.
you sitting there with your feet up?
Walking barefoot at the end of the night.
That is not attractive.
That is not attractive.
Are you kidding me? Guys see it? Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah. She don't got her life together. But now it's a trend to wear sneakers with dresses and go out with sneakers. So whatever.
Shit. So how we get there?
Not that I don't like
Reflex.
heels. Heels are great, but whatever.
Yeah.
You said reflex? Oh, green flag.
Green flags.
I
Darren, have you
reflex
thought
too.
of a red flag?
A green flag?
I gave
Haitian
you,
flag?
I gave you a green flag.
Oh, yeah, humor.
Oh, the humor is yes. Oh God, I forget easily.
And then something you said, the down to earthness. Like I feel like if I see a woman who's just like comfortable in herself and like I would say dressed down, but like dressed comfortably, not nothing. All
And being
dressed up.
confident anyway.
And it's just like, oh, that's beautiful.
She don't need to put like full face of makeup every day kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
You know, that's actually very underrated because a lot of women think that it's the opposite. They've
that
got
they have to wear.
they've got to do a whole full face.
But you know what though? Like
don't-
I'm realized
that.
I realized that women don't do it. So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I don't think they don't do it for us.
No, they do it to impress other women.
And to cover whatever insecurities they may have.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to turn into, Dr. Bim or whatever right now. But like if
Ben-
you gotta
Ben Jackson.
Yeah, if you gotta like do that, like if it's not like superficial thing like acne or something like that, you're like covering yourself, like from being seen for real.
And it's
So-
different if it's like your wedding day
Right.
or some shit like
But
that.
if it's every single day you're doing that to go to a corner store, dogs, like something's up. But we don't care about that
I'm already
shit.
too late for work as it is. I ain't got time.
Yeah.
I put on eyeliner and
makes
come
me
here and I thought
worried.
I was doing the most.
I guess we don't have that problem, but it makes me worried. Like, so when all that stuff comes off and you look like a different person,
How does that feel?
can you be mad if the other person's like, who are you? Hey, babe, this somebody came in the house.
I actually saw cousin Likia had sent me a video.
What up, cousin?
Is it the cartoon one? Or
No,
the
it's-
animated one?
It might be.
Where the guy's
Yeah.
like, this
Yeah.
ugly ass bitch in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
and his friend came over. He's like, "Who this? Where's she at?" Yeah,
Yeah, it's something. I mean, that's like a whole nother podcast.
Yes.
But
I mean,
it's,
makeup is cool.
Makeup is
course.
cool, but
Yeah,
Of course.
I don't want anyone to think that we're downing makeup
No.
or dolling yourself up and being pretty.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
it's-
makes you feel comfortable.
yeah, whatever works for you. Look at us backpedaling.
I was
don't
told that our
cake your
cleanup game
face.
is ugly.
It's so bad.
Our mop up game
So
is terrible.
bad. So bad. We use a dirty mop. Just spreading the mud
pick
all
up,
over
we
the
pick
place.
up the mud with the mop and then dip it in it, spread
Put
the
her
mop
head back
around. We're
on there.
like, oh no,
We're so bad.
all the
Oh,
dirt
God, more
spread out.
dirt. Have you heard about this Lady Antebellum bullshit?
Say again now?
Lady Antebellum.
The band?
So yes, it's a band.
I love the song that they have.
What's that song?
And I Need You Now or some shit. Hold on. But
So
y'all know it.
I had to look up
I don't know
antebellum
it.
to find
Sorry.
out what the word means because they've rebranded themselves as Lady A after the whole George Floyd thing. You know, everybody's
Oh, is it antebellum like a lady of the South kind of thing?
antebellum is a southern word. I knew that. So
Oh, look at that. I typed them out and they're officially Lady A now.
They're Lady A, yeah.
Wow.
So antebellum is an adjective occurring or existing before a particular war, especially the American Civil War. So basically, antebellum South would be the South before Civil War, aka Slavery South.
Oh wow,
So their name was Lady Antebellum. So now they've switched to Lady A because they don't want to be associated with, thank you, I couldn't think of the word, with slavery. There is a black woman who's a performing artist whose name is Lady A.
Oh, boy. Dilemma.
Oh no.
So I'm listening to CBS this morning, and basically they're like, Lady Antebellum wants her to stop using that name because they are Lady A. But
They want her to stop using. Am I coming through? They want her to stop using the
yeah,
name?
because they're
What?
And the lady's like, well, if you want me to start using it,
Pay me,
y'all
nigga.
gotta pay me $10 million.
Yep. I
Wow.
hear first.
Because anything that she may have had out under that name,
Yep.
you can't just like that's me. That's my
Yeah.
brand.
You can't erase that.
So they're apparently. Okay, let's see. Weeks after appearing to reach an agreement with Seattle-based blues singer Anita White, who has been using the name. So her name is actually Anita, Lady A. Makes sense. She's been using the name for more than a decade. The country group announced on Wednesday it is suing her.
They're suing her.
Yes.
Wait. It was her name first, though.
Right.
She and
Does
her
that make
team.
sense?
She and her team have demanded $10 million payment. So reluctantly, we have come to the conclusion that we need to ask a court to affirm our right to continue to use the name Lady A, a trademark we've held for many years. So they don't want any money from her.
They just want to use the name.
They just want to use the name, and they don't want to pay her for it. So it's kind of like a countersuit.
No,
type thing.
pay me for it.
Oh, here we go.
They're
Pay
gonna
me
sue
for
us
it.
too. I ain't trying to get sued by these motherfuckers.
These guys, you know the song, y'all.
Oh, I do know the song.
Yeah, that's Lady A. Nah, not Lady Antebellum.
Nah, y'all want to be Lady Antebellum this whole time?
Let
Get all
them
this
be.
money from fucking Blanche Devereaux times. Now you want to...
Let him be
You and your Confederate flag. Now you want to... Oh, this is called Lady A instead.
Lady Armadillo.
Yeah.
Lady Attleboro.
Lady Attleboro kind of has a flow
Just
to
change the name.
Lady Acrimony.
Redskins.
Any other...
Change the name.
Lady Redskins.
Literally.
Lady Whiteskins. Why did you go with that?
Lady Caucasians.
Lady Caucasians. Because
Oh my
that's what
God.
antebellum is. And I was kind of annoyed because, you know, we all know Gayle King. She kind of said the Kobe things before. And then, you know, Snoop came at her and the family came at her. You know, family isn't black people. And then we let it go. So I'm listening this morning and she's like, well, a lot of people are fans of Lady Antebellum, including me.
Nope.
And I don't think that she should be able to sue them because they've been using the name. Like,
They've been using Lady Antebellum, not Lady A.
they just changed Lady A because of George Floyd.
Right. So Lady A was not their name. They have not been
so this whole,
using-
when y'all
That's
named,
not how this works.
when
Right.
y'all,
Hey, remember when you came to this country and people were here already? Huh?
It's the same fucking thing.
Remember?
they don't learn. when you when you named your
stressed
band,
out.
when you named your band after
Come on.
Emancipation Proclamation, when you named it after Slavery
Come on.
America, and everybody was cool with it, and you sold records,
Right. That song slaps. Yeah.
you sold mad records under Lady Antebellum. And everybody just let it rock. That y'all basically saying fuck the fact that slavery ended. we want to represent pre-Civil War, and now, because branding.
And I just love that it's a black woman that has the name Lady A.
And y'all could have changed his name. No, we're just gonna keep Lady A.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I hope she gets some money.
I hope
The
she
real Lady A. Word.
We are sad to share that our sincere hope to join together with Anita White in unity and common purpose has ended.
The fuck, man?
I doubt they even spoke to her directly. It's
She
like
and her
lawyers and
team-
shit.
She and her team have demanded a $10 million payment, so reluctantly, we have come to the conclusion that we need to ask a court to affirm our right to continue to use the name Lady A, a trademark we have held for many years.
So they have had Lady A for years or no?
I guess they've been using that,
Oh.
supposedly.
So how'd the other Lady A be able to do it? I don't know. I don't care enough. That song slaps. That song's called I Need You Now. I'm going to play that shit on the way home. By Lady A. Lady Antebellum. Lady... whatever. I don't care.
Lady America. Why didn't you... America starts with A.
There you
Go
go.
Lady America.
Oh
Lady
my
America.
gosh.
There's only one lady in the band.
That's the wildest part. It's like Hootie and the Blowfish. Everybody thought the black guy was Hootie.
I thought so. He ain't?
And it's-
Darius.
Darius. No, the
Oh,
black guy's
okay.
Darius.
Darius Rucker.
Why Hootie in the
Are you guys familiar with Maya Moore?
I wanna be with you, no.
Darren's
Darren, no?
hilarious.
Sorry.
Jen?
I feel like I should, but I don't.
Basketball, WNBA?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
She light
Darren?
skin, right?
Don't know.
So no? Oh, God damn it, Darren.
I've been watching a lot of highlights though.
Of?
Can't wait for it to come back on the NBA.
Oh, now you like the NBA?
No, I've always liked the NBA. I just didn't watch it because Jordan wasn't there.
He still ain't there.
But what highlights were you watching? Bird, nigga? what highlights were you watching to get excited? If it was
The finals in '92, Bib. Don't at me like that. Watching Eastern Finals.
He was watching Meta World Peace when he was still wrong.
Watching the Dream Team
he
Finals.
was watching the Negro League. And shit. Oh, that's when basketball is basketball.
Harlem Globetrotters. That
Right.
nigga.
Right. I hate you, boy.
Who do they always beat? The Generals or something?
Watching
Yeah.
the clips from the fucking Civic Center. Anyway, proceed.
Darren watching White Man Can't Jump. See?
Watching semi-pro.
This is basketball. Jackie Moon.
Lick me sexy.
Oh, fuck. What are we talking about? Maya Moore. Oh, fuck.
Jen.
Sorry.
So last year, Maya Moore took the entire season off in the WNBA. She's a future Hall of Famer, terrific basketball player. But she took the year off. Why did she take the year off? She took the year off because she heard a gentleman.
I did hear this on the news.
Yes, by the name of Jonathan Irons, was sentenced to 50 years in prison. As a teen. And he was professing his innocence since the beginning of his conviction or sentencing.
Black
and
man, naturally.
Black man, yes. And fell on deaf ears. So when Maya Moore learned more about the story and dug into it, she was touched, and she decided to leave the WNBA for the year and do everything in her power to help him get released. Mm-hmm. And last week, he finally got released after being in, I think he was in for like
22 years. Some dumb shit.
Yeah. And he comes out. She broke down in tears. It was a moment, and I think I heard that she's gonna stay out of the WNBA to continue trying to help people who are wrongfully convicted. This shit, man, like talking about protecting black women. She don't know this man from a hole in the wall. She's making her money. She can do whatever. She can go be a commentator. She can do anything else. Shit, like, players would wear a shirt, players would tweet shit, but like, she stopped her income to help one guy. Salute to her, man. That's why we protect black women. Why would anyone turn their back, talk shit? And I'm not saying like every black woman's gonna do the same thing as Maya Moore, but that is within the women that care for us like that. Like that. Just seeing it, she's like, no, this isn't right. I'll stop getting paid to help this guy. So shout out to Maya Moore. Just amazing to see, man. Amazing to see.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because our good friend Sam, she posted Muhammad.
Say again, because you said Hyman.
Muhammad.
All right.
And the beginning of her caption is, "I just got off the phone with his family."
Wow.
Yes. And this
shit.
is a young man who was killed by the Phoenix police for trying to use a public bathroom.
Come on.
What?
Yes. And it's like, once again, she don't know him from nowhere. He's from Phoenix. She got off the phone with his family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think part of it is just females have that motherly nurturing instinct built in where you just like, you want to take care of everybody. And that's big. Like, I wouldn't even know how to go about calling a family and be like, yo, are you guys okay? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so big up to Sam
for sure.
And anyone else who's out here just doing their part, trying to help people just cope with life. You know what I mean? Like, it's just tough.
And even that call, like that gesture, like I think we're all like awkward, especially with phone stuff and within a tragedy too. But that call, even if it was for 30 seconds, goes a long way for the morale of that family. Like, wow, somebody in Rhode Island
What's Rhode Island?
Long Island?
Long Island? Where y'all at? Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh. You're from Jamaica, and now you're in Rhode Island?
Boston.
And you called us?
There's something. So, shout out to Sam, man. That's very dope. And that doc, I'm going to keep, I want everybody to watch it. I think it's that good. Invisible Portraits. In the doc, when they go over the history and kind of like the hierarchy and how black women always end up at the bottom pretty much, like whether it's racism, sexism, or just black women at the bottom. You got mixed race women or women of other colors and then black women under that still. But even with that, they still have enough strength. I got you.
To go and protect
my brother, my children. I got you. Everybody. Come on. Oh, watch the doc, y'all. Watch the doc.
Y'all know about Hamilton being out on Disney Plus?
Yeah. I did see it in person.
Oh, call me rich snob.
But I didn't see it with Lin-Manuel as the lead. It was somebody else when they did P-Pack. So
I just never really got the whole Hamilton thing. I'm like, so I said it.
So to what part? Did you see it?
The whole thing. No, I just.
Well, that's why you're saying so.
Like, so what? So you put rap to it.
It's
so I've been actually go ahead.
Just telling a story
about history, yeah.
Through hip hop, which is kind of you're able to relate to it a little bit better.
Am I? I'm a grown person. You could just do it regular.
So I've been to a bunch of.
Boring.
Darren, you been to plays?
I like plays. Plays are fun.
No.
And that's where I'm going. So I don't care about the hip hop thing as much. I just want something good.
And that's the part that I I don't like. It's like almost kind of like the same feeling I get from gentrification. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of pandering.
But with this one, so it's created by Lin-Manuel, so he's of the culture. He's Puerto Rican?
He's Puerto Rican, yep.
And I think I think the Roots had something to do with the score.
Yep.
So like the billions of dollars that this is generating, that's them. Like they're seeing that most of that bread, and I'm sure Disney takes a huge cut. But when I went to the play, after seeing Lion King, Phantom of the Opera, goddamn,
He's fancy.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Oh
Jesus
yeah,
Christ
I love
Superstar?
plays.
Did you see Jesus
I ain't seen that yet.
I've been wanting to go to a Trinity play for years, and I haven't.
Got to do it, guys.
I love
that I
Trinity
could
plays.
deal with it.
Plays us. Why not?
I don't know.
Christmas Carol was good
I
every
don't
year.
think I have the capacity to sit through a play. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't mean it to be like dumb, but like I feel
understand
like,
what you mean.
I feel like it's boring.
You get an intermittent. No. So that's the thing. If it's a good play, you're entertained.
into
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
I'll never forget. We went to see Midsummer Night's Dream at Trinity. It was so good. And I was like, this is going to be dumb.
No.
Yeah, that was
was
me. Anytime I go to be back.
But it was funny.
Would you see a P-Pack?
I mean, no plays. We saw like Maya Angelou, and it was.
You
like,
calling that boring? Look at you.
It
That's
was-
not
it was
something I would
interesting.
want to go see.
It was interesting.
No, yeah.
We've seen a couple authors and they talk about their books. I can't remember this guy's
Only thing I
name.
seen at P-Pack with Dave Chappelle.
I promise you, if you saw Lion King,
Yeah.
I heard it was really good. I heard that was, it was like
Oh
amazing.
my.
so that's my bar, right?
Hey, pause real quick.
Oh.
Beard oil's looking good. On you.
You see the shine?
see it,
Dog.
babe.
You see the shine?
Shout out Sleep the Soap.
Come on.
My God.
Dog.
Shout out Sleep the Soap.
Shit. I don't
Gentlemen,
care
get
if
you
there's a
some beard oil.
quarantine.
Get you some beard oil. I don't even know. See the way I looked at this man?
Come on.
His
funny.
woman must look 10 times harder.
She grabs my face and just smells it.
It's funny because I was like, damn, what? I was talking to Bim. I'm like, yo, what are we going to get this guy for his birthday? And I was like, yo, I should get him some beard oil. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Because I'm sure he
I would
can
have
just
enjoyed
hit up.
it.
So
Yeah,
just-
I would have.
He would have appreciated it.
and I was too last minute.
What was I talking about before Darren gave me a lovely compliment?
Lion King.
Oh, yes. So they had, it was not interactive, but they had like animals, like people in these very creative costumes that attach, but you can still see them, but someone is moving like a
okay.
jaguar.
Got it.
And they're doing like and then licking the paw kind of thing and like move it. Like it was just
There's
beautifully
Jaguars
done.
in Lion King?
Whatever animal it was. I don't know, man. Mad animals. They had mad animals. All the animals.
It's in the jungles, whatever.
So that's my bar, right? Like I've seen those and I'm like, okay, I enjoy these plays. I went into Hamilton as a kind of like a skeptic, like, what's all the hype?
That's me.
I was in there, predominantly white crowd. The reaction, so like a scene will end and you applaud or whatever. Standing ovation for more than half of the scene's ending.
I can understand it.
I totally got why. It not only was it well done, the acting, the dancing, the singing.
The acting is phenomenal.
Yeah. And like, again, I don't care as much about that it's being rapped, but they put it together so well. I understand the hype. I understand it.
I like the rap because it ties me to that world because I like music.
Yeah.
So to see a story told through music that way, it's like, wow.
All right. Yeah. So I think they did really well. Jen, I think you should check it, but you may be on one side and so much that you may be like, eh.
Yeah, it was boring.
And the in-person
I'm
experience
also
for
not
me.
a history person. So I'm like, Alexander
don't-
Hamilton's like,
I don't care much for history either, but just
It was
the
entertaining.
acting alone, the acting made me uncomfortable because it was that real. Like I can't fathom like acting that intensely with someone that's not naturally with. You know, like the way they're looking at each other's eyes, and you see the gleam, and it's like
I should watch it because since
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the people who did like the main one in
Yes,
New
it
York and
was
all of that,
the
I want to see
original
how they
cast.
deliver it. Yeah, because the cast that came to P-Pack, they did a really, really good job. But yeah, so I don't know, Jen, are you gonna watch Hamilton?
no.
I love her honesty though.
I have to appreciate it.
It's many steps. So today, my homie, my good friend, was leaving work. And she's a few years younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, she's going to hear this tomorrow at work. Hey, girl.
Dude, hi.
What up?
And I said to her, when she was leaving, I was like, all right, well, send us a postcard. And she's like, all right, whatever that means.
Zippity doo dah.
Is she is she in her 20s?
Yes.
Oh yeah, she don't goddamn.
And that's what I realized. I'm like, that's so funny that people in their 20s have no reason to know what a postcard is.
It's funny. I was talking to Dreen about that. Yeah, because I think she sent postcards before.
Oh, okay. I was like, does she know what a postcard is?
Yeah, somebody mentioned. I was like, why the fuck would anybody do that nowadays? What's the point?
They still sell them.
So if I get it, then am I supposed to keepsake? This came from Maine.
Put it in your scrapbook.
Who has a scrapbook?
Put it in
My
your-
digital scrapbook? I saw I'll take a picture of it.
You gotta put it on Instagram.
Put it on the gram.
This
That's
came
it.
from Maine.
This came from Maine, guys. Look at you can
Wish you were
you
here.
can smell the
As
ocean.
far as I'm concerned, you're ruining the postcard with your crappy handwriting. So keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I know. You gotta bring a pen with a feather on the end.
Right, dearest.
My
Dearest.
dearest. My dearest Hamilton. The antebellum South is thriving.
I trust this letter finds you in good health.
Oh my god.
It was so stupid, guys.
Oh
like
dear.
this.
All right, we said this was gonna be a quick pod. Any
might
quick
have
hits items before we get out of here?
Hannibal Buress put his new stand-up on
Ah,
YouTube.
damn it! You told us that the other day.
But I did not realize, because we saw him in Providence last year, and Darren was like, it's probably going to be the stand-up we saw, and we started watching it, and it was.
Was that one? Was it? Is it worth checking out though? Or
It's funny, but we already seen it, so.
I started to watch that Dave Chappelle when he won the. Is that old?
oh, the
award?
Won
Mark
the-
Twain.
Yeah,
No, that's new.
Oh,
Fairly
that-
new.
Yeah, that was
that was pretty funny.
end of last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty funny.
I was watching Tiffany Haddish cut her hair off. I sent you guys that.
She's funny.
So yeah, anyone who doesn't know, Tiffany Haddish decided to cut her hair off, and her reason was she wants to know what a scalp looks like. She's like, I know what every other part of my body looks like. I know what all my moles at. I don't know what my head looks like. I want to know my moles. And you know, she has that mole on her face. So people with visible moles or a lot of moles are more conscious of them. Because when you go to doctor, like I have a mole here, and my doctor always looks at it to see, is it bigger or smaller? Is it discoloring? Is it changing shape? Because that could be a sign of cancer or something like that.
Gotcha.
So if you
Okay.
have moles, it's very important that you watch how that is, whatever. So I understand what she says when she's like, I want to see if I have moles on my head and what's going on in my head. I want to know what it looks like. So it's funny because I went on Instagram and she had a post where she had cut her hair short. And it was like basically like starter dread length, like an inch tall. And she was like, yeah, I'm cutting my hair. And so I started playing the video. And as I'm watching it in the first 20 seconds, it said, Tiffany Haddish is going live with Michael Blackson. So I cut that video off. I never finished watching it. I just watched her talking to Michael Blackson on their FaceTime call, basically. And yeah, she shaved it all the way down. And she said she wants to get a skin fade. But it was really interesting because they were, just having a conversation as friends. And she was saying how she's back to work. She had just gone back to work Monday. She's filming a movie in Mississippi. With Scorsese and
Really?
someone else. Yeah. And so they had just gone back Monday, and then by the end of the week she would be done, and she was going back to LA. And then she's going to be recording another movie where she's going to be a superhero, mystery girl, some shit like that.
I love that.
And
she's out here though.
yeah. And so he was asking her like, oh, what are you in a trailer? She's like, no, when I film, they got to give me a house. So it's like in her contract.
Excuse me.
Yeah, when she films, she has to get a whole house, and she has a makeup person, a hair person, and security in the house.
Now you fire the hair person.
That's what I was thinking. And it was just interesting to me that like she's come up to the point where like she can make these demands if you want me in your movie. I mean, so I mean, I was.
So when you gonna shave your head?
I ain't shaved my head,
You
bro.
wanna see
I got
your moles?
corners. No,
Got corners.
I got corners in my head. No, I can feel them. Are you crazy? Plus, if I cut my hair off, I look like my brothers. Like, no. Same reason why I don't grow dreads. No, my brother had dreads for years. He's bald now, but
Oh my goodness.
everybody's always like, "Why don't you grow dreads?" Because I would look like my brother. Stupid.
Our parents already have enough problems getting the right name.
Speaking of parents, my mom's still in Ghana. Oh,
Yeah, that's probably gonna be for a little bit.
yeah, it sucks. But I asked her today. I called her and I said, "So have you been watching the Family Feud Ghana with Steve Harvey?" Because I'm all excited. Like, you know what I mean? She was. I could not believe she said this. She was like, "No." I'm like, "Why not?" It looks kind of corny to me.
Oh wow. Wow.
Do you?
This woman said, I ain't never heard her say the word
Corny.
corny in my life. I've known her my whole entire life. I ain't never heard my mother use the word corny.
Wow.
So she's been in Africa for 6 months straight, and she said that shit look corny.
Damn.
She ain't gonna watch it.
She ain't
I
feeling
said,
that.
I ain't mad at you. I get it. So,
Bim, you got anything coming up?
Coming up in life?
Oh, anything?
dang, I gotta pee again.
Damn, what?
I drank a lot before I got here, and then I drank these.
Oh, you damn! Look at you, champ. What was I gonna say? Darren, have you used sunscreen before? I saw Calvin or somebody post this.
I have used it before.
Where was you at?
Jamaica?
Have you ever been burned?
Yes.
Like sunburn?
Yes.
Where was you at when it happened?
You're going to make me tell this story.
It's okay. I'll tell mine if you tell yours.
So we the first time me and the wife went to Jamaica, so this is how dumb, and I was telling her this earlier. As I was saying, my wife is the one, I feel like she's the one who's pushed me and given me all these new experiences that I've just never had before. Like, growing up, we didn't take vacations.
Right.
I think the furthest we went was Florida, and that was for a couple of days, whatever. So we go to Jamaica, and she's laying down in the sun, and they were playing volleyball. And I was like, I'm going to be over here playing volleyball. She's like, put sunscreen on. And this is how dumb Darren was. I thought if you were getting a sunburn, it's because you were sitting in the sun and you were just whatever. So I was like, no, I don't need the sunblock because I'm going to be playing volleyball. I'm going to be moving around so that I'm not sitting there waiting for the sun to hit me.
Bro, we don't know anything about that stuff.
Right.
We never needed it in Rhode Island.
Right. So she was like, are you sure? And I'm like, nah, I'm going to be moving around. There's nothing, right?
Sun can't catch me.
Exactly. Been I played volleyball for 2 hours in that sun. We got back to our room and took off my shirt and I was wearing a wife beater. And big old Mark, and I was like, wait, if it's light here, that means here, and look in the mirror and I was dark as shit. Yeah. So.
Did you start peeling when you got back home?
After a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah. So Mexico for the 30th. Again, we've been places. We've been to, like you said, Florida. Did me and the guys go to? Oh no, we hadn't been to like the DRs and all that yet. But Mexico was like, okay, whatever, we got this. We brought sunscreen. You just ain't know how to use it right.
What do you mean how to use it right? You don't put on like lotion?
You do, but you have to reapply.
Yes. Oh, yes.
See?
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me. So here we are. We about to leave the room. It's August in Mexico. We put on the sunscreen. We good. Hey, I'm going to put something on my head too to protect the bald. Good. We go to the pool. We're in the pool for like 4 or 5 hours. Getting drinks. Playing volleyball in the water.
Yep. Having a lifetime.
Come back. Dark as shit. Then I take a shower and I'm looking. I scream. The entire top of my head. Y'all saw Michael Jackson Thriller, right?
Yeah.
Do you see the making, like the behind the scenes?
Yes.
So you know how they put that thing on Mike's head and the fake skin to put the other shit?
Yes.
My whole head, I didn't want to leave the house. I was embarrassed. And it took like a week, but I had to just keep doing this to get all the dry skin off. Niggas had aloe. I ain't never bought aloe before. Like, just put it all on me, man. So black people can burn. We can burn. Be careful. Be very careful.
Don't be ignorant like us.
Don't. Please don't. We burn, yo.
I'm sure Jen knows all about sunblock. Like, she looks like a responsible
No, she don't
citizen.
know.
Oh.
She never
friends
burned.
do.
You never burned?
I never burn. I don't do all that long. I just remember the funny story that we always tell is when we went to Myrtle Beach years ago. And we're all on the beach. And my friends are fairer skinned than I am. So they got the tanning oil on. Mm-hmm. They're still brown, but
Yeah.
And I'm like under the umbrella, like, that's cool. I'm sorry.
Right.
We're on the beach.
Do whatever you got to do.
Man, whatever. I enjoy the sun. I just don't want to
Be dark.
Me, yeah.
I mean, I love being dark. I love getting the sun, but I just don't want to peel and all that shit.
Okay.
And I will never forget this black dude walked up wearing black Timbs on the beach.
God bless.
And he gonna walk up to us talking about, look at these niggas over here tanning.
He said that to y'all?
He said that to us. Sir.
I love it.
Sir.
Beach with black Timberlands.
Oh my
Sir.
God.
Judging
Black
us.
Tims?
Black, not even wheat, my nigga.
Sir.
Judging us for laying out.
Sir.
Never can forget it.
Were they at least black suede, not black leather?
Yeah, black suede.
Okay.
Sir.
Black leather's for killers. Like,
Yeah. You should have ran if man's walked up like that.
sir, you could have kept that shit to yourself.
Oh my God.
Look at these niggas over here tanning.
That's funny.
Can never get over that shit.
We haven't talked about music in a long time, but John Legend's album is good.
I haven't listened to it. I just been stuck on Buju's.
During his the verses, he did a song with he played the song that he has with Big Sean's chick ex
Janae
Aiko. Phenomenal song. I thought it was just the hype of the verses, but when I played the album and that song came, I was like, yeah, it's a fucking good song.
I keep hearing Alicia Keys' new song that she played on the Perfect Way to Die or whatever.
Yes, yes.
I've heard that a few times, and it's a good song too.
That's a good one. Does she have an album?
I'm not sure. I feel like she does though.
Okay. Tiana Taylor, her album's out.
Oh yeah.
I like that album. Wale dropped
I haven't had a chance to listen to that.
That was good. Pop Smoke's album's out. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, how is that?
Not bad. It's a better. I won't say better. A different sound than the first one. So I kind of had the same sound.
Yeah.
They did a good job of mixing it up, and I think Pop knew to go in a different direction before he passed. So yeah, it's a different sound. I like it. Who else is out?
Speaking of Pop, so have you seen this thing with T.I. challenging 50 Cent to a versus?
It makes me happy.
I wish it would really happen, but I know it won't because
Yeah.
50 doesn't like being challenged. But I wish that would happen because I would enjoy that thoroughly.
T.I., you would enjoy it for the shit talking.
That too.
Yeah, but T.I. is one of my overall he's in my top 10 or 15.
I love T.I.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, I love T.I.
And I think he raps better than 50. And other than Get Rich or Die Trying, I'm taking 5 T.I. albums over 50. That's just me. But I don't know. Darren's like, I listen to A Lady A. I don't.
Wow. Don't let him play you like that.
I'm not. I like 50, but I'm not a terribly huge fan of his. So
Yeah, and I think. Oh, go ahead.
I would say I would probably be on Team Tip.
Yeah, I Team Tip. I didn't miss it, but in college when everyone was listening to the 50 Cent tapes, mixtapes, I didn't care as much then.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit like they have the Baby Fat remix that they did about fat chicks. I love that. Mm-hmm. And he has G-Unit collaborations.
That Terminate on Sight is a great album too.
Yeah. But T.I., man. T.I. got and just because of that, I just shuffled all my T.I. songs.
I was listening to Paper Trail today. That's my favorite T.I. album.
And he had mixtapes. He has a mixtape called Fuck a Mixtape where he had bangers on that too. So, man.
You know what I was thinking about? If he does his song Fuck Nigga. So that song, Darren, is a diss to Floyd Mayweather, who is a former friend of 50 Cent's. When we finish, we will play. Anyone who's interested, go look up T.I. song Fuck Nigga. It is like, holy shit.
Because you remember the whole thing where T.I. allegedly swung on Floyd.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're both like 4'7", so that'd be a good fight.
T.I. crazy motherfucker. He went
to jail.
Well, no, he also went. I don't know if you remember this when he was beefing with Lil Flip. He went to Texas, wherever Lil Flip's from, to fight him in his neighborhood. That nigga's crazy.
And now he got that whole Nathan from Insecure beard going on.
Yeah, what's up? Come on, man.
Head up, sleep this up, please.
Grow that patch in.
We'll send you a bottle.
Shout out to Broxana. Once again, we posted her video
Such a
today.
great song. Such a good vibe.
Such a nice video. They got the whole pedestrian bridge in there in Providence. It looks really dope.
Did Stan did that?
Yeah,
Yes,
Hot
Hot
and
and I did that.
Shout out to Hot and
Produced.
I.
Is it directed by Chip Doug? So it's all friends of the pod. All
Love it.
good stuff.
We love it.
Nope.
We love it.
Anything else?
No, we love it.
Longer than we expect. I got to edit still and go to sleep.
I
Let's
got
get
new
out of
shoes
here.
this week.
What'd you get?
Vapor Max. I use it on my feet. Duh.
You had them last week, no?
Oh,
No, she had those last week.
Yeah, she did.
I
She
did
had those.
probably.
Yeah.
And then we broke out our. That's what I want to talk about. Black
go.
people talking about don't wear red, white, and blue on the 4th of July.
We gotta go.
This is what happens. She gets the momentum.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
That's next time. She's like,
Next time I'll be on something else. So,
Yep.
oh well. But I wore red, white, and blue 97s, and so did Darling because that's what we plan on doing.
You can do what you want.
You
Yeah.
can do what you want when you pop in.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, I need people just generally to just. I think if everybody just kind of stopped judging what everyone else did, we'd all be much happier as humans.
Super facts.
So that's just my.
We also got to talk about Terry Crews next week.
Terry Crews.
Oh man,
Crews.
yeah. Put
Somebody
10
said-
minutes aside for him. That motherfucker.
Somebody said, "Is he gonna be Kanye's vice president?"
Probably. Fucking guy.
Guys, enjoy your week. I'll talk to you next week.
Happy birthday, Darren.
Can we sing?
You lead.
Wait, no, you gonna say something first.
Oh, I was gonna say, everyone, send Darren a message on Semlem Saturday, and wish that. Actually, no, send it whenever you want. Send Darren a happy birthday.
No judgment.
On his social media. What's your Instagram?
DJ_DKAY.
Or do
Is
it
it?
to please
Or just
leave
do it,
this.
please delete this.
Or put on Darren shit.
No, put on please.
Put on Darren shit, and then you want to do like Twitters and shit or Facebook
We
or
haven't plugged us in a while, but make sure you follow us on social media platforms. PLSDELTHIS on Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, we're also Please Delete This. On YouTube, we're Please Delete This. Make sure you follow us on YouTube because we're putting up the video of my cousin doing a sneaker review.
the controls are wireless.
Oh, even better.
Oh my
I'm about to start playing now. Make sure you follow us on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Speaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, Google Play, all those other good places where you can listen to podcasts.
It's even HDMI.
HDMI.
Wow. Look at this, man.
Shout out to Sleep the Soap, SOULITA Soap. Make sure you follow her. Check out the website for your soap needs, like beard oil. Be popping out here, gentlemen. Make sure you copy some beard oil and beard powder.
Yep.
Also, shout out to you for just rocking with us. Shout out to me for being born almost 37
Shout out
years
to
ago.
me.
Shout out to my mom for
Almost how many
pushing
years
me
ago?
out. Almost 37.
Oh.
She would say it. She's like, I carried you for not 7 months. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I gave you a break. Yeah, so just happy to see another year of life with my friends.
We thank
my
God.
Family. We thank God.
Remember when you told me 37 was an ugly number?
It is an ugly number.
Now you are joining me.
Yes, I'll be on the same club as you.
So I'm going to sing happy birthday the way my mother would if she was here.
Oh.
Bim can join me. Happy birthday to you. Every year she calls and leaves me a voicemail. It's the best thing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Darren the Haitian. His name is K.R. DJ Daffy, DJ K.R. Delari. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now?
You deserve this.
Just in there grinning.
And your cake's on fire now because you're the song so goddamn.
May God bless you now. It's the whole thing.
And then when you're like, how is he 1? Is he 2? Guys, I'm 37. Let's just go ahead.
He's 60 years old. Also, we didn't talk about
Jesus, Jen.
sorry, we didn't talk about I forgot now. It was about years, birthdays.
Okay, we gotta go.
Bye.
We love
Later.
you guys. Happy birthday, Darren.
Yeah, whatever, Darren.